Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel, family members. Hope everybody is doing well and okay. Let me know how you guys are doing on this fine Sunday. If you had a good Sunday or bad Sunday, let me know how you have been. Yesterday, we had a fantastic show discussing with people coming on the live talking about what they thought and how they thought the game went, giving their thoughts on the players, giving their thoughts on the performance, the mistakes, the celebrations. And I specifically titled yesterday, let's talk positives, because it was a positive result, a very positive one. It was a positive three goals. It wasn't lucky goals. They were well constructed. Um, and I think a lot of players did really well. I think one of the most important things to take from yesterday is resilience. And today's show is more so giving you guys what I thought and really, getting down to the nitty gritty of how I thought the game went. And then after that, I might even open up the lines for you guys. Adam says, "What's up, fast from Minnesota? Big up to Minnesota. Big up Benji. Benji Radibi says, I don't put much stock on that game. R.I.P. Akira. Big up to you. Football is the game. I remember you when I was streaming time ago. I remember you from a while ago. How are you doing? It's nice to see some of the previous people who were watching my channel come back and support the channel. So I hope you are doing. If you guys are enjoying the consistency, I really appreciate that. Tomorrow, my predicted lineup, my expected lineup, and the breakdown of the Barnsley game video will be up. I did the post match from the car as well. So I hope you guys watch that for the Southampton game. My uncle says, Darius, big up to you. No, says, big up Planet Fast, the legend, one of my mods. Thank you very much. Come back to South Africa. Come back. Well, I'm not from South Africa, but I would love to go to South Africa. Late Night Vibe says MUFC Cooling. And Andrew, big up to you with a Mason Mount picture. Get your comments in, and I will make sure I go through all the comments and read the comments. And like I say, pay your rent. A like would be very much appreciated. So yeah, as I was saying, I've made loads of notes on my phone after I watched the game back, and I want to talk about some of the positives. I also want to highlight some of the things that I saw that needed addressing. Um, Look, first thing first, but also, by the way, members, I don't know if where my members are. Let me actually just tell my members that I might be opening the line for my members soon. So bear with. Um, Big up to my members. I allow them to join every stream. Uh, there we go. Big up to all the members, man. My members group chat, my beloved members group chat. I absolutely love you all. Um, did you play this weekend? No, I didn't. So actually, funnily enough, you asked this. Would you guys like to know what's been happening with me and my football team? Would you guys like to know? Let me know if you do, actually. Let me know if you do. And I could possibly tell you um, if you want to know. um, but yeah, big up to the members. Members, the link will be dropped shortly so you can join the stream. I at the moment am clubless. I got kicked out of my club because of my attitude issues. And I'm waiting for a verdict. I had a very bad altercation with the coaches because I was dropped from the squad for the first game of the season, and it has been going downhill from then. And what happened is I had training on Thursday and I decided I don't want to go training. And I decided to go to training to a different team. And my coaches found out. I made an excuse. I lied to my coaches and I said that I had an injury and I'm ill. And they found out because another player went there, after the training session to this other team's training ground, and they saw me. So they saw me, and then they snitched, and or they kind of said to the coaches that, yo, by the way, I saw Faz in that training session with the other team. He didn't come to our training session. And the coaches, they messaged me saying, Faz, where was you on Thursday? You didn't come training. And I said, oh, I just made some lousy excuse. And he said, well, how come you told me you were injured, but you went to train with another team? Really and truly, what the thing was is I wanted some space from the team because I got a 5-game ban due to my attitude issues. I also broke some club equipment because the wingers didn't pass to me when I could have scored a brace. We won the game anyways, 3-2 against a rival. But as a striker, I'm the striker of the team. I wanted to score 2-3 goals, so I wanted to score, and the wingers didn't pass it to me, and they shot and they missed. Well, they could have just squared, and I would have tapped it in. So I kicked off, and because I kicked off, I kicked a water ball and broke it. So ever since then, I had a 5-game ban. I was like, 5 game is very harsh, but I didn't make any complaints. I didn't say anything. But because of that, I thought the first week of my ban, I was still allowed to come training. But I thought the first week of my ban, let me go train somewhere else. And I lied to the coaches and said, listen, I'm injured, blah, blah, blah. But the coaches found out. And now they removed me from the group chat and they removed me from the team. And then, with that being said, the owner of the club and whatever rang me today and said they're not happy that I got removed. You know the maddest thing is, yeah. So I went to train with another team, but the other team's training session got fucking cancelled. So I didn't even fucking train on Thursday. That's the maddest thing of it all. I traveled all that way. Yeah, the other team's session is far, bro. I got on a fucking bus, got wet, socks wet, got pissed, got, bro. I was so wet. I was so wet inside, bro. I was wet, socks wet. Went all that way to another team's training session. Yeah, stood outside the training session for 30 minutes, bro. For the team, for one of the guards or staff members to tell me later, like the groundsman, one of the groundsmen tell me it's cancelled. So why didn't anyone tell me? So I didn't go to my own club's training session. I went to an ops training session and it freaking got cancelled. And I got wet. For what? And now I'm out my own team. So I've sent my coaches a big message apologizing, saying I would like to come back to the team. The team means everything to me, and I'd like to be welcome back if they would allow me back to train, and I'd like to work hard and get back to training and helping the team. Do you want to rub salt in my wound, bro? Also, just to let you know, like I say all these things, yeah. I am the only striker in my team. I think my team has like 3 or 4 strikers. I'm the only striker in my team. I have 5 goal contribution, 4 goals and 1 assist in 5 games. Just numbers. These are my numbers. I have 5 goal contribution in 5 games. 4 goals, 1 assist. So yeah, mileage. But we'll see. I had a chat with the owner of the club. and we will see what happens over the next course of few days. There might be a day we land, or day we get flogged and shagged. Sancho is my new name, apparently. Apparently, I'm behaving like Sancho. But hey, look, if Man United treated Sancho better, they would have had a player, right? you know, all Man United needed to do is sort the issues out with the coaching. Uh, that's all. That's all it is. Go Chelsea in Jan. You guys, would you take Angie if he gets sacked? Not too early to say. But let's get back to Manchester United. Enough of me. Let's get back to Manchester United. So I made a couple notes on my phone on what I think went wrong and some of the things I witnessed that I enjoyed, highlighting majority of the game. And you know, really, really obviously, as many people would understand, I'm really upset with Dalot because that's not the levels I expect of him. I expect way better. I think for me, Rashford did well in terms of his being the box standard rusher, which is taking a shot on goal and scoring, and even making Ramsdale make a really good save. He took a shot from long range out, and he made Ramsdale make a save. Um, I think Bruno, in my opinion, kept it simple, and certain things he did that was like, okay, wasn't good, but hey, it's football. You'll make 2 3 mistakes, you'll do 5 6 good things, it's okay. Overall, you can't really criticize the players for every little thing that they do bad after they beat a team 3-0. Especially, that's where my head is at. You cannot criticize a team and a group of players after they have brought themselves back into the game after having scenarios like penalties, free kicks, and etc. So definitely have to consider that. Definitely have to consider that. If the game, if we didn't win the game, that 100% would have been a different scenario, and the negatives would have been about a lot more. And I understand that, but on this occasion, we won the game and scored a lot of goals, so we're happy, especially away from home as well. Let me go through some of the chat. Read that one. I back you, but nah, that's not on. Going to ops, I can see why they did that to you, Fastcho, says Benji. Bro, it's not. I didn't really go to the ops, but I went to a different team's training session, a much bigger team. I think they're a semi-professional team, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Um, so yeah, I went to a much bigger team's training session. They've invited me to train with them. At the end of the day, it's all about, as a player, you want to get minutes, and if you're not getting minutes, eventually you'll have to take your services elsewhere, where you'll have to fight again for minutes. But that's the beauty of football, bro. Minutes are not guaranteed anywhere unless you're a top class player, and I'm sorry, but I'm not a top class player. I'm a good player, but working to be a better player. Flex Felix says 3 points, 3 goals, a clean sheet. What more can you ask for? But some fans are focusing on negatives and even slating Xerxes. Ridiculous. And I agree with that. I definitely agree with you. What more can you ask for? Onana deserves his flowers. He definitely does, because um, that save turned the 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 game, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? That save was the one that shifted the whole game. And who got the official man of the match, by the way? I didn't actually clock. Was it Delict? Who got the man of the match for the Southampton game? Unfortunately, I actually don't remember who got it. Can someone tell me? Big up Stratford Gamer. Let me see if I can find it. Was it Mazraoui? But sorry, I think it was Delict voted by the fans, wasn't it? Was it Delict? I think it was Delict, wasn't it? Delict, yeah, Delict. Thank you. But I'll be honest, I think Onana deserves it. I think Onana deserves it. What do you guys think? Mazraoui would be in a good shout as well. Big up United, we are as well. Welcome, one of my earliest members for years. Um, Yeah, I think Onana deserves it. But hey, Delict is a very good shout. Mazzarawi would have been a good shout as well. I'll also talk a bit about the oppositions and the different other teams in the Premier League as well. So stay tuned. Today is going to be a nice conversation with you guys. I'm at close second for me. Very good shout as well. Yeah, very very good shout. Um, Onana is the African Taibi. I don't know what that means. Please do explain. Timber grabbed Vicario's shirt. Yeah, my goalkeeper gets a yellow card. Sack these dumbass refs. I mean, it's more so refs, but it's also VAR thing as well. Um, yeah, so as I was saying, forgot where I left off. But look, overall in the game, yeah, I think Flex Felix said something before that people are trying to find negatives even with sexy and stuff. I think it's very, very harsh, man. It's very, very harsh. Under Fergie, we had many games where players made mistakes and other players had to save you. And if we do that enough times, if we do what we did against Southampton, right, enough times, we will we will finish top four, and we will eventually have a squad good enough to compete for the title or start challenging and win in Europe and do well. It is all about being able to dig yourself out of mistakes and errors. Newcastle dug themselves out of a mistake today. Villa dug themselves out of mistakes today. Chelsea dug themselves out of trouble, out of deep end. Arsenal made sure they hang on to their lead. Man City dug themselves out of a situation. So you see these teams, and that's what we need to be able to do consistently throughout the season, is not try and make mistakes as often as we did last season. And when we do end up making mistakes, and mistakes happen, which is very natural, is the other players need to be making sure they hold each other's backs and look after each other. That's why I have a huge amount of credit to give to Andre Onana, man. Huge. And I hope he does that more. I hope that if we end up making mistakes, which we will, that he can save more shots. Speaking on the back line, look, obviously I have to speak about my best friend, my brother, my player, my favorite player in Manchester United, Diogo Dalot. Can he be excused, chat? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Dalot can be excused? If we lost that game, could he still be excused? I want to know in the chat. Tell me, if we lost that game against Southampton, could Dalot still be excused? Would you still have patience for him? Let me know. Because I would. I would. I would still have patience for him. Because he doesn't consistently drop stinkers. He's not a bad player. You know what he can do. He's been our best player last season. And he deserves a bit of, you know, love. And players make mistakes which lead to bad days, and it's okay. Perfectly okay. A poor 30-minute doesn't outweigh the amazing rest of the game he had, including the assist, and it also doesn't take away the stuff that he did last season. Do you know what I mean? Dalot was sensational. Stretford game. Dalot is one of our most consistent players, says MK. Lold says, yeah, but he can't have another performance like that. And let me just highlight this because I disagree. I disagree. I disagree with the fact that you say, he's on such tight rope that he can't have another day like that. Yes, he can. Hopefully, he doesn't. But he's a human being and a player. It is going to happen. Strikers miss chances all the time. All the time. Imagine a strike. Well, actually, funny enough, I say imagine a striker that scored every chance. You can't be saying Haaland. Pretty much every chance he puts in the back of the net. But just imagine, a player never making a mistake. It's just borderline impossible. Even Haaland will have days where he's quiet. I doubt he would have been excused. We are an impatient and forgetful bunch. because we're not winning. We're not in winning ways. We're not winning Premier Leagues. That's why we are like that. And that's something that I want to touch on as well. Look, I'm going to be on Mandem Show on Wednesday on Saeed's channel. And in the Mandem talk, a lot of people are saying Marcel's going to cook you, but I don't really think Marcel has the right to be wearing that suit on Wednesday. I think he needs to be wearing a bikini instead because because it's it's not a consistent run of 10, 20 game, 10, 15 games that we've gone where we can say, yeah, you know what, he's turned it around. It's been one game, very good save from Onana, and we punished the team. Let's see if we can do that 15 games in the season. Then Marcel can come and say, you need to apologize. We need to see deliverance, not one game. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no point your partner taking you out on a weekday after they've abused you for 2 years. Doesn't change anything. Do you know what I mean? Uh, big rivalry, bro. I think it's the biggest rivalry in football. We can't break Sancho's obligation terms. I already agreed. What's that got to do with anything? Um, Dalot is an average player. Why we overrate and underrate him? How old are you, bro? Brother or sister? You know, however you identify yourself as. How old are you? Chromie. Secunda Chromie. You know, I'm very, very sensitive and protective over Dalot. So, you know, it's very personal to me. Very, very personal to me. I feel like I'm being personally attacked when someone says something about Dalot. I can't lie. I have this weird connection with this player because I absolutely adore him. Like, I don't understand how people don't see it. I really, really don't. I think he's so good. But that's the football of opinions, isn't it? Unless he's a world beater, then a lot of people will agree. But look, there are people that still think certain things about Ronaldo, you know, and they still disrespect him. So I guess I just need to chill out because I was gonna go off then again. Like anybody says anything about Dalot, I'm gone, bro. It's like he's my own blood brother. That's how crazy it is. And I don't even show this much love to my own blood brother. Um, it's because we've been so poor over the past few years, past few good few years, that I'm so protective of him because of what he does. Faz loves him, meaty guy. See what I mean? I mean, in the fans' eyes, the negativity really outweighs the positives at this club. Dalot is one of our better players, but the fans love to switch it up. It doesn't really make sense as well. You're so we're so negative because of how the club is that we struggle to highlight positives. That's where a lot of things is. We struggle to highlight positives, and when we do, it's like, oh my god, it's positive. Oh my god, there's a positive in the club. Oh my god. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we act like virgins. Do you know what I mean? Like there's the odd positive things in the club. Kobe Mino is a positive. I'd like to say Amad Diallo is a positive, a big positive. I'd like to say Dallo is a positive. I'd like to say Mazarawi is a positive. I'd like to say Delict is a positive. Toby Collier, you know, positive. So there are positive things in the club. Some of the other players are en route to be positive. There are definitely positive things in the club, but like I say, you can have fantastic ingredients that look good, smell good, whatever, whatever. But if the chef isn't mixing it all together into a good meal, then it's dust. Um, Salam to Zoa Hussein says, Brother Faz, love your work, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Uh, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. MK says, these men don't watch games. They just see Bisaka slide tackle comes and wanted him to stay instead of Dallo. Bisaka's also a good player. He has his strengths, which are very, very good strengths. But Dalot's, in my opinion, a more of a complete player. He has more positives. If you had a spectrum of football, he has a few more positives, few more greens than Bisaka. But then Bisaka has a few super greens or super dark greens. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dalo can become our next captain. Maguire respects him because he cleans up where Mags f's up. Being a captain isn't just obviously on the pitch. It's a big part of it, but it's also off the pitch as well. And I agree with that Dalo can be. Never hear any madness about him. I've never heard anything reckless about him. I've never seen him in a nightclub. I've never seen Dallo not give me, 5 minutes of his time. Not just me, all the fans. Takes real connection with the club. He takes his job beyond seriously. Just an absolute unbelievable athlete and professional, a true epitome of an athlete and professional, a young man, just clean and tidy inside and out. Do you know what I'm saying? Clean and tidy inside and out. So yeah. Uh, when when Shaw comes back, who do you drop between Dallo and Mazarawi? Nobody. Sit there, mate. Sit there. Sit there. Luke Shaw does not walk into this team. Luke Shaw does not walk into this team. Calm down, people. Calm down. Fans love to complain about something new, nothing new. Um, Zayn, did you see our masterpiece? Zayn, your defense is tighter than my asshole. Is Bro, your defense is tight, bro. Your defense is tight. And I was so surprised. I was surprised, bro. And that's scary. Bro, it's scary. Attack wins you games, wins you what do you call it? Wins you cups. But a truly tight defense, wow. A tight defense can win you the league. And against Spurs, Solanke, you guys absolutely held him down. I really enjoy watching Solanke. Son, as you know, I love the guy. Um, Past his prime, some would say, or a lot of people would say. I was surprised. I was very, very, very surprised, and a little bit concerned because you did have injuries as well. You did have injuries, yet you held it down. Some of the players who came on in the second half, they came out to see the game, etc., etc. I still have my reservations with Arsenal. I still do, because you do not have an out and out clanging and banging central C or central striker. A number 9, you do not have that. And that is something that I say is going to be pivotal between you guys closing that final few points between you and City. That 3-6 points that you need, that cushion that you need, is what I am concerned about with Arsenal. Not concerned, but I would say. Uh, Also, is Arsenal used to 2 games a week, 3 games a week? Are they used to being in Europe, playing in the Premier League, being in Europe, trying to win a cup, domestic cup? You know, I don't know. Best defense in Europe, Saliba, best in the world. I don't really have much to say it, in all honesty, to Arsenal, because guys held it down, man. I really was hoping. Ange is gonna give me something to jump about. I actually was hoping, but Ange, man, he kangarooed, man. He kangarooed out of there, man. I don't know. Home as well. They had the home crowd advantage, whatever. But Brighton is the only team that gave you, like, a bit of a headache. That 1-1 that you had against Brighton. So yeah, I don't know, man. Arsenal just looking a little bit. It's too early, but looking a little bit scary. But I still think towards the end of the season, as it comes to the last business end of the season, as they say, they're gonna fall short. They just don't have the stamina. They have they have pace, they have velocity, they have aggression, they have all of this, but they just don't have the stamina. And Man City just have the different level of stamina. That's all it is. That's just it. And it's what it is. Um, let me see. Going back to Manchester United. Lol saying the positives are pure delusion because what on earth do you mean Garnacho is gonna get snatched by Madrid? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be the case. He's overhyping. Waste his Dalot is awful. The guy can't defend to save his life, and does all he does is do PR nonsense work and perform shit. Taking the piss. I should ban you from this channel, but I'm not like the other pricks. I'm not gonna, because you disagree with me. But that is wrong, bro. I think you're trolling. I think you're trolling. So I'm gonna let you off. Stratford Gamer says, question Faz, can you please pull up your predicted lineup for Barnsley sometime in the show? Would love to see your lineup video dropping tomorrow. Predicted lineup video dropping tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Um, Luke Shaw coming back, guarantee be injured after 2 games. I wonder if buying there in the cup, playing the cup, highly doubt it. Keep an eye out for that. Ange or Southgate, who would you take? Ange Postecoglou? Very easy question, very easy answer. If I had to, um, I want to see a few more games. I'll be honest. Ravel Burns because I want to see Malasia play football with this team. I want to see Rasmus play football with this team. I want to see Ugarte play football with this team. And I don't mean by just one game. I mean like 7, 8, 9 games. Um, I want to see Euro play football in this team. You know what I mean? So then I can finally say with this particular centre backs and everything else, then I can say. But then again, it doesn't have to be a solid starting 11, by the way. Like it's very okay to every other game chop and change a little bit and put something new on. So it's very okay. Very, very okay. We are one of the weakest teams tactically in the league, says Sakanda. I definitely take Ange. He'll do something to this team. South Pratt, nah. Who's your ideal Bruno replacement? In an ideal world, Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer. Is that a bad shout, chat? Can you comment? Can you help me out here? Would Cole Palmer be a good shout here? Or am I reaching? Young, loads of potential, loads of character, big game, small game player, all over, overall complete footballer. Ice loves Man United, I think, as well, if I'm not mistaken. Cole Palmer. I was gonna say Musiala as well, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm starting to find myself like Cole more and more. Especially he's in the Prem as well. Do you know what I mean? Eze Palmer is not actually in reach price wise. Musiala rejected a contract extension. Why, even when we win, we still look shit and annoying to watch? It happens. That's normal. It's not the end of the world. Not not every game you're gonna be winning. You know, where you're bossing the team. City conceded a goal against, was it Brentford, and then ended up winning the game. That Musiala Xerxes link up would hit. I'm not gonna hype up Xerxes yet. I'm not. Man, on a side note, yeah, actually, let me just tell you guys something. I'm actually very, very happy, at the moment. Like, look at how relaxed I am. I'm sitting back. Isn't this nice? Fat Thor, your favorite angry man. I'm your favorite angry man. I'm not angry today. I want to have more days like this. I want to have more days like this, man. I want to have nice, calm, enjoyable conversations with you. And I want to tell you guys, it is okay that players messed up or had bad, couple of bad bits in the game. It's okay, man. It's okay. I'm telling you that, bro. Let me show you, yeah? A list of mistakes that Manchester United players made. And that's not even the full game. Southampton versus Manchester United. That's not even the full game. But I'm calm. I'm not going to sit here and go through all the mistakes with you and bring down your positive high. Family, that's not what I'm going to do. Big up to Zane for the super chats as well. I don't know if I actually thanked you, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm actually in the constructions phase of the studio, so there's going to be a lot of construction. So all the donations that you guys are making, it's helping a lot. All the support, all the time that you're watching the video, you're liking everything, helping a lot. So all that is going to get reinvested into doing up the studio. I'm going to put frames, some of the stuff that I've won over my short career in football. I'm going to put it up. My friends who play football all across the leagues, I'm going to get their shirts and hang them up. My brothers. I might even do some cool things. I might do like maybe one of the community members, some of the members. I have pictures with some of the members who I've met. I'm gonna put them up on there. Um, my sister who's just won the Olympic bronze medal in boxing. I've got like bits with her that I'm gonna hang up. Lots of things, but I'm gonna do this studio up nicely. So all your support, your donations is helping massively. So I really, really appreciate that. Um, now you're my favorite wise man. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind of you, sir. Bro, last time we thrashed someone, they too negative, don't you think? Bro, when was the last time we thrashed someone? Question mark. Yeah. They're too negative. Yeah, bro, I'm calm. I enjoyed, bro. I'm not even telling you it's Southampton, it's Southampton. I'm not even, I'm just saying, bro, I expected that. I'm happy with that. I'm really, really like content. I predicted 3-1. It's on my channel. So they did one better. They kept a clean sheet, man. Fucking hell. Thank you, man. Had a good day. Liverpool lost. Really good day. Rude will coach the finishing for Xerxes. Not hyping him up, but we have got a striker in him for sure. Rasmus, I don't know, man. We'll have to see. That's my pretty much same thing with strikers. I'm okay with strikers missing chances. It's just eventually you gotta tweak that in, and you're gonna need to be bagging. And it's an unfortunate thing we're competing with the likes of some of the other strikers, Ollie Watkins, stuff like that. So we're gonna be needing to get our strikers firing, bro. I'll be deadly honest. We're competing with Nkunku's, Isak. I've not mentioned Haaland because we're not on that level yet. That's the teams that we're competing with. Solanke. So our strikers need to be finishing, and it helps a lot when we're doing good set pieces. It helps a lot. And I hope Rude helps him. Yeah, helps him with the finishing and stuff like that, and gives him the pointers and whatever. And that'll be good. Until the pen, Palace will beat us. Listen, Ziad, big up my mod Ziad. Let's take a step back before we just thingy. I can sit here and tell you Palace, Villa, 20 FC20. Remember the teams that we played last season in Champions League, or the season before in Europa. Copenhagen, remember Copenhagen? So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I genuinely am wanting to be positive here. So I'm not gonna inject you guys with bare wake up calls or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. Uh, Zexi in a full striker, Ten Hag will use him wrong. Let's see. Do you think Eric Ten Hag will last? Very tough question, bro. No, I can't. I'm still gonna say no until I see 6 or 7 more games like Southampton. Like dispatching teams, coming back, being resilient, going. Winning a game 1-0, because some days you will need to. Some days you need to come back from behind when you're 2-0 down. Can you do that? Resilience, resilience, resilience. That's what I want to see. And then I can say, yeah, he will last. Yes, he's proven us wrong. He's proven me wrong. The team's proven me wrong. And that's when I can start being a bit more optimistic. Who's your ideal Ten Hag replacement? You won't agree anyways. Diego Simeone, I would say. Amorim, sorry, I think that's how you say his name. Inzaghi's there as well. But listen, let's see. I see Xerxes as Bruno's replacement in time. He will need another 9 to compete with Rasmus. Isaac sounds like a great option. Isaac is fucking class, bro. Oh my God. Isaac, yeah. Now, Isaac is my cup of tea, bro. It's my cup of tea. And a big cup as well, bro. Bro, Isaac, yeah. I like Isaac, bro. A lot, man. Tall, silky, clinical, technical. Does he have good head? Like, can he score headers? I don't think I've seen him score. I don't know if I'm seeing him score headers. But fucking hell, man, he is amazing, bro. Wow, man, Isaac, man, what a player. And how old is Isaac as well? He's 24. God damn it, man. Silly, man. Silly. DNA. Like, that's what I call a striker. Haaland, a lot of people want to get on their knees for Haaland, but I'd get on my knees for Isaac, bro. Like, that guy's silly. Silly player, man. That guy signed for United, yeah? Whoa, my days. Ideally, Ten Hag adapts, but realistically, he ain't going to. And that's a very good point, because we didn't press like headless chicken. So is this the turning point? Or was it just a one-off game and then he goes back to his usual ways? We didn't press like headless chickens. We played with Ericsson and yet kept our cool. Rashford did what he does, his signature self, is drop a shoulder, put the ball in his right, have a go, son. Have a shot, son. Test the keeper, son. He did that once, got the save out. He did that another time, got a save out. He did that another time, got a goal. That's what signature Rashford. If he does that enough times, he'll contribute loads of goals. A set piece, Ericsson to Bruno, Bruno to Dalot, boom, bam, goal. Good set piece. I love a fucking good set piece, bro. Like that. These are things that make me horny, bro. Good set piece, bro. Who doesn't like a good set piece? Like, how can you not watch a good set piece and feel some type of warmth inside of you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the type of things that I like. And I saw that in the Southampton game. I saw Ericsson to Bruno. Delict. Bow. Oh my, that's a celebratory. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Dalot cut back. Garnacho, boom. Nice. Rashford goal. Nice as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Need to see more of that. Uh, Let me see. One game at a time, that's for sure. Stretford Gamer says Planet Faz. He came from Mank. English press said he had no chance. 50 million down the drain. Planet Faz scores again. I might need to get my teammates if I get back on the team, because I'm currently kicked out the team. If I get put back on the team, I might need to get my teammates to sing that song, man. That's yeah. That's a nice song. Thank you very much, Stretford Gamer. I always used to think, what could my song be? But that's a sick song. That's a sick song. Thank you, bro. Jump on Lee G stream afterwards. Dayspowski. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, I can do. Would you take Thomas Frank? Damn. Good question. No. Wrong. Isaac's at the wrong United. 100%. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a style of play sexual. We should be prioritizing results like Madrid do. Carlo ain't got a clear style over there. I've watched Carlo Ancelotti football live. Yeah. I'm fortunate enough to say I've been able to watch Carlos football live. He doesn't have an exact carbon style of play that he plays week in, week out. He changes a lot. His football is just I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not able to comprehend it. Like, I don't actually know what his football is. It's like, it's crazy. His football is out of this world. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's on another planet, bro. Like, that's planet Carlo. Don't even know how to express his football. I don't even know what football he plays, bro. Is it transition? Is it counter? Is it possession? Is it park the bus? It's just so flamboyant. It's a bit of everything. Victor, my guy, is cooking either him or Isaac, but those Castle Prats won't sell him to us, man. They won't. Yeah, they won't. C cup. What kind of size? Double F. Isak deserves to be in a bigger club. He deserves to win trophies for sure. We don't need a striker. We need a good goal scoring winger. Kudus ideally. Big up my boy Dimitri Mitchell. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be streaming with him soon. Former United player, good friend of mine, and he mentions a very good point. He said, "Faz, look, don't want to sound like crazy about Ahmad, but he doesn't really rate Ahmad like that." And he said his perspective is, can you see Ahmad being a 15, 20 goal contribution type of winger? Because the sample size is there for Rashford that he can do it. He can have a 30 GA season in all comps. That's silly numbers, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, 30 GA in a single season is bomber clap, bro. he's a madness. Can you see Ahmad do 15, 20 in a season in all comps? And I was like, I gotta ask my community this question. I gotta ask my family members this question, because that's a big question indeed. Part of me wants to say yes, part of me wants to say I don't know. 15, 20 in all comps. I think like 70% of me thinks yes, but then 30% is like that physicality aspect. Week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out, bow. Big ask, man. I hope he can do it. But that was a very good question. It's not any. I don't know if you guys can tell me. Is it an easy 100%? Is it like 70? But he needs to prove, though. That's a very good point made by Waze. He needs to prove it. He needs to put the numbers on the board for us to say, right, okay, yeah, there we go. There's the sample we wanted. He's done it. Chad says, I can't see Garnacho doing that easily if he gets game time. So it's an easy one for football. It's the game. Benji says 100%. Yeah, so maybe. Eze is his English, but they don't hype him. Why? Very good question. Why don't they hype Eze? Very good question. Don Carlo knows how to bring the best out of his players. Great man management. It's a fantastic point. How did I not think of this? I think by far, I think Carlo is the best man manager. Period. I think is Carlo a better man manager than Fergie? I would also say yeah. You know, and it's not me disrespecting Sir Alex at all. At all. But boy, Carlo is like, bro, I think like his man management is just that guy is a silly man manager, man. This guy just he just more than football, he knows how to get into his players and his players to love him. As long as the team is scoring a lot of goals, it doesn't matter. If Egg Hag starts him always, you'll see man cooking like Gordon Ramsay. Swear down. I think you mean Ahmad, yeah. Palmer, Salah, Vini, Rodrigo are the only ones who have. Chad says it's a very good question that we know the answer to. Yeah, I agree. Carlo ain't had a fallout like Fergie did with Beckham's time. Yeah, Fergie had a lot of fallouts, but he managed with the iron fist when it came to certain players, and certain players he didn't. That was his management style. But I think Carlo gets on with everyone. With everyone. Faz. Yeah, this is a funny one. Any stocks left in our boy Antony, or you think he's finished at the club? I think we're done, bro. I think that was a crypto scam, bro. I can't lie. I think that was worse than Dogecoin, and we can't dodge this one. People could dodge the Dogecoin, but we can't dodge this one, bro. I think this case closed. G Kalas job. Kalas, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think we're done here. I think the stocks are done, bro. Am I wrong in saying that about Antony? But boy, that left foot, man. He's got that left foot. That kiss of that left foot, that finesse, that curler of that left foot. Oof. Oof. But yeah, I think the stocks are all-time low. What do you think of Conte? Top manager. Can't disrespect him. Antony left back shouts are not crazy, just like Palestri right back shouts were not crazy, or Elanga right back shouts were not crazy as well. You know, what I wonder why. I think that's what you're trying to say. Rashford and Garnacho always shooting and not crossing the ball. That is Ten Hag orders. Maybe the manager is playing to his strengths. I guess the manager understands what their strengths are, and he wants them to kind of concentrate on his strengths rather than weaknesses. I think that's what it is. Can Antony transition into a 10? What's his creativity like? Nah, don't think so. Crypto scam. He scored in his debut. Dan James got given more hope. Dan James is a player still. Let's be honest here. If only Antony studies Robin's game, football isn't like that anymore. But definitely, I think it'd be good if he studies Salah's game in the Prem, and see if he can take some pointers. That would be definitely good. Ahmad is a creator. That's what I've noticed. Rashi and Garnacho are shoot first wingers. Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it, and I agree. If Eggy starts in for, I like how you call him Eggy. If Eggy starts in for Barnsley, Antony will be nominated for Ballon d'Or. Personally, man's done out Nurdin's word, Premier League is a different beast. It is. One good season, one bad season. It's 1-1. Have I missed any other chat? Let me see. This is a good one. Ziad says because he plays for Palace when he mentions Eze. Do you guys rate Zaha? Let me actually understand. Let me read the room a bit. Do you guys rate Zaha as a player? Comment down below. Then I'll answer this thing on Eze. Dan James is fast, and that's it. He's a player in the Championship. Antony won't ever be there. Dan James also played for Manchester United, and he went for a lot of money to Leeds. And Leeds should be in the Premier League. Zaha is dusted. Dusted now, or what? What? Do you still think? Like, what's your overall thoughts on Zaha? Like, it's easy to say he's dusted now. Zaha is a baller, says Ebuka. It's not realistic to have 3 creative forwards, and it's not good balance. You have Xerxes and Ahmad. It's okay for Rashford and Garnacho to go hunt. Yeah. Dan James is not better than Harvey Barnes. Chad, I somewhat agree. Prime Zaha clears our forwards. Zaha and Rashford are the same. Zaha was one of the most unarguable winger at a time, but Rashford was hot to that period. I think Zaha's career took a bad turn, which ended up not helping his career, and that can happen in football. Not every player, gets the best move, and moves decide a lot of things in a player's career. By the way, a transfer decides a lot of things for a player. Not just because you got a transfer doesn't mean you're gonna just like take all your attributes here, slot it in there, boom, it works. A lot of things happen, lots of changes happen, which doesn't help you. It doesn't take away from the fact how good a player is. Just like Sancho, prime example, really. A fantastic footballer. But it doesn't work out because the move didn't help his career. And it happens, I'm telling you. For example, like even Patrice Evra, when he moved to United, at the start, it was really bad, but at the time they kept him and it worked out. David De Gea came to Manchester United, really poor start. They kept him. I think we should have kept Zaha, man. I think Zaha is such an underrated player for what he has done in the Premier League. It is so easy to say that he's dusted and he's done and whatever, but he cooked us in the Champions League only last season. Only last season. And he's 31 years old, and is in Lyon now. Is he still at Lyon or is he gone back to Galatasaray? I think he's still at Lyon, isn't he? Yeah, he's still at Lyon, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see what he does. Let me see. Yeah, let's see what he does. And they might end up facing us again. They're in the Europa League, Lyon, aren't they? So, bro, I'll be honest, yeah. Let's see what these men are on. He might end up facing us. Ineos won't sign older players. Yeah, of course. And I'm okay with that. I'm at a Traore at Wolves and Fulham. He's like a shark in a pond. He's a beast. He's a beast. Without a shadow of a doubt. Do you think Garnacho is better off the bench? Yes. And it's very okay to be. Very, very okay to be. I don't like how people say he should start, he shouldn't start, whatever. At 19 years old, being a massive impact player for Manchester United, that's a big, big achievement, bro. Big achievement, bro. Without shadow of a doubt. So I like him for that. I like the fact that he can be a player off the bench and give us that good headache, like I call it. And it's very, very good. Very good. And let him grow on that. Let him do a couple seasons. Do you know what I'm saying? And Flawless said that as well. He thinks Rashford is better off the bench. So ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with thinking that. Coming off the bench. If you're coming off the bench, yeah, every other game and scoring and getting contributions, what's wrong with that? You're getting a contribution every other game. You're getting your bonuses. You're having a massive impact on the game, and the team almost relies on you. And you need those sorts of player. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bro. The flip. Do you know what I'm saying? Zaha was, but is no more. I can agree with that. Same with Sterling. Uh, Let me see. The Sancho thing needs to be studied when we got him. Him and Vinicius Jr. wasn't allowed to be a debate. Then we benched him for Rashford and Greenwood too, accommodate Ronaldo, who is the GOAT, by the way. Listen, the move didn't work out well. That is all it is. Like, I speak to a lot of agents, yeah. There's some good agents. Like James Madison's close friend is my OG, right? And he's a very, very big time agent. And he tells me all the time, listen, it's all about the player's move. If you get the move wrong, it tarnishes a player's career. It could really kill a player's career. You have to get the move right. How many players can you guys are big football heads in the chat, right? I'm sure if I ask you now, name me some players that the move didn't work out for them. You could tell me a lot of players. Could tell me a lot of players. So I think that's the thing with Jaden. The move wasn't right. It ended up not being right. Manchester United, we had so much expectations, and that's a very good point from Chad. Managers destroy players as well because yes, they do, bro. Ole bought him for a specific reason. He left. Other managers came in. This happened. That happened. Players got frustrated. Managers got frustrated, and it messed him up, and it messed the club up. What we really needed, I'll be deadly honest, is early on, not the manager, not the player. And hear me out here. Early on, when signs of relationship breaking happens between player and manager or player and club, the club hierarchy, the board, should step in and ease things out and help the player and help the coach. And we have not been in a stable environment for players to have bad times and come out from it. We haven't. We did under Fergie, aka David De Gea, aka Patrice Evra. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what we really needed. I don't blame the manager. I also don't blame the player. I've had my yo-yo moments with Jaden, but when I reflect back on it, I think the biggest issue was Manchester United organization board. They are at the end responsible for the, you know, care for the player and the club and the coach. So they have to come in and ease things out and work on things and communicate and the board need to establish standards and ways that all parties can be heard and things can be worked on and things can be sorted out. Do you know what I mean? Players have bad moves, bro. Happens. It happens. Not every move is going to be perfect. I think, for example, Heung-min Son's last contract extension was awful. He shouldn't have done it. He should have gone to a different club, tried something else out. His move to Spurs was really good step at the start, but then those contract extensions and renewals messed him up. Kane left. He should have left. He should have forced his way out to a different club when he was 28. You know what I'm saying? He's 32 now, bro. Son is 32. I feel so bad for Son because I love Heung-min Son. Like, honestly, what a player, what an athlete, what a professional career. Just, nothing to show for, bro. Nothing to show for. Nothing. And it's such a shame that a player of that caliber goes down like that. Bro, he's got no trophy, bro, at club level. None. All individual. He's just got individual trophies. It is such a shame. Player of the year twice for Spurs. Premier League top goal scorer once. FA Cup top goal scorer once. Loads of individual accolades for South Korea. Bro, such a shame. And the best thing he's got in his career to show for is a Champions League runners-up medal. My heart aches for players like Son or Son specifically. Holding off the bench would be a madness too. I'll have to wait and see on Hoyland thing. Dwight York, Chelsea and Tottenham are currently not ahead of Manchester United. As bad as we may be right now, there's no way Tottenham are ahead of Manchester United. Beautiful stadium, that's the only thing. I can agree with that. I can. Definitely can. I really hope Mino gets some rest. I feel like he could get burnt out too quickly otherwise. I need to study this Mino thing. A lot of people are saying he's getting burnt out, but is he? Is he getting burnt out? I understand the concern at that age, playing that many minutes at the highest level is a concern on its own. So I do get that aspect. And I do hope he gets some rest, and just for physicality and rest. But the thing is, yeah, one thing we don't consider, by the way, big up to A for this comment, because what we don't consider is, do you know how many footballers start a game with niggles? Niggle here, niggle there, ache here. So you might just be having an off day, bro. No footballer ever starts a game feeling 110%. Man, you have actually attempted to kill two careers, Sancho and Van der Beek, unbiasedly. Greenwood is better than all of our wingers combined. It would have been amazing to have Oshman. Agreed. We need impact players. That's the hallmark of a great squad. 99 team was a great squad. Wolfpack mentality all around that team. Agreed. Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool for the first time since 1969. Chat. I told you guys again and again and again and again about Antony goddamn freaking Elanga. I told you so many times. So many times. Yet, you guys didn't want to believe me. Why, chat? Why did you do this to me? Why? So many times I told you guys, Antony Elanga, Antony Elanga, Antony Elanga. Ricky used to say it as well. But you didn't want it, man. You guys didn't want it. You didn't believe in me, man. The same time I was saying Dalot ended up getting player of the season. I get a lot of things wrong, but boy, do I get some things right, man. Antony Elanga, man, is the truth. It's the truth, bro. Something about him that I just can't get rid of. I just can't. Yamal isn't burning out. That's a good question. That's a good point. Jamal doesn't burn out. Let's not forget Bellingham. Bellingham, does he get burnt out? Grace says, Faz, can you shout out my husband Harry, please? He's a big fan of your channel. Big up to Harry. I hope the Maguires are having a good evening. Um, Thank you very much, Harry, for supporting and watching the shows. Cole Palmer is the same position as him, 9 years extension. Crazy. Who else got a mad extension, by the way? Didn't another player, just Jackson, that signed an extension as well? But the extensions will have certain clauses inside that will allow the players to move anyways, because that won't be the case where the player stays for 9 years. So yeah, there will be things involved, wage increases, bonus clause, X, Y, and Z. There'll be some windows where they'll allow the player to leave if they want to, and they might be release clause triggered if they win something or they don't win something. It's be a really complex contract, really complex. Ibuka says, most sensible conversation I've heard in years. I'm going to learn how to clip the things because this is real conversation. Thank you. That was very, very kind, man. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that, bro. Really, really appreciate that. This is how I can be, man. When the club is performing well and things, we have a really good game, complete game, we can actually talk some genuine football stuff. Not just because when Man United lose, I'm fuming, bro. I'm colossal, mate. Everybody's my enemy. I get into defensive mode. Do you know what I'm saying? Our board needs a blackboard and a teacher to educate them. I hope Ineos can do a better job than the previous regime. Ugarte gave me confidence that we can improve, but Casemiro for building up a great third goal too. Hopefully his confidence will improve. Very good point, and has to be mentioned and has to be given credit for, is Casemiro's passing in the final third to the attackers. He cooks, and we have to respect it. Respect it, people. Respect it, because Casemiro's passing in the final, when it comes to the attackers, very, very good. Very, very good. Does it good few times as well. So, please, man, respect that. Respect that. But Ugarte and Casemiro together, I have my concerns, chat. I'll be honest. I have my concerns because defensively, I'm very happy with Ugarte and Casemiro together. But you know what my concern is with Ugarte and Casemiro? And I'm going to tell you one name. My concern when you say the names Ugarte and Casemiro is Bruno Fernandes. And a hole in the midfield, a hole so big that it looks like a goddamn tornado went through it. Because that's what I see, bro. I hope I'm wrong, because I just don't understand who in that midfield three would slow the game down and has the ability to slow the game down. The only player I can think of is Mino. And it's a big expectation. I want to see this partnership in a proper game and see if I'm proven wrong or right. And if my analysis is correct or not. And if the manager can show me something that I can't see, or I can't predict. Manchester United should go prison. I can list attempted murder careers such as Mata, Di Maria, Depay, Pogba, Martial, Donny, Sancho, Veron. There's probably more. Zaha put it in there as well. I think Dan James' move was wrong. He should have gone to Leeds when Swansea was selling him instead of Swansea owner selling him to United the season after. Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce are currently top of the Super League, while his former club Roma are currently winless and 15th in Serie A this season. Not spoke to my dad in a while, man. I need to ring my dad. I don't think I've spoken to my dad in 7 years, bro. Bro, Jose Mourinho. My dad used to tell me about Jose Mourinho when I was young, bro. Damn. I didn't even keep in tabs. It's those damn Glazers who cultivate such a toxic environment and divided the fan base. It's the seed they sowed that has turned into weed. And with weeds, you must kill weeds. You must burn weeds down. And you also, after the weeds, you have to put weed repellent to stop weeds from happening. So basically, relay the soil or retreat the soil. So I don't, I understand what you mean by blaming the Glazers, but you know, the board obviously were hired by the Glazers to look after their pockets more than the actual club. So that's what happens. Yeah, yeah. Um, let me see. I'm going through all the chats because I want to make sure I get everybody's chat. The human body can only handle so much. Rest Kobe. Agree. Yeah, agree. Um, Brother Faz, you believe it's true that second season can cause a dip. Back in the 90s, this wasn't often the case, but nowadays I keep hearing that from my students. Second season of what? Well, I think the number of games that we play, that we make the players play, definitely has an impact. Definitely does. Whereas the second season should be going up, not down. Um, I think a lot of players are getting crazy injuries nowadays as well. Um, and 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 I think there's a lot of external factors involved that affect a player's mentality and mindset. The online stuff at the moment nowadays where players can easily listen. A player might not even follow, for example, me or anyone, right? But they might just be simply scrolling on Instagram or TikTok, and all of a sudden they've got my face or someone's face plastered on it saying, bro, you were shit, bro. It was shit. And then, yeah, so I can't be always fake positive as well. I'm a fan at the end of the day. So some days it'll be good, some days it'll be bad. They'll always have their reasons why they performed the way they did. And you know what? The fact is, their reasons will be more solid than mine because they will know the truth why they performed how they did. Might be family issues, might be mental health issues, might be genuine injury issues, might be something with teammates, could be so much things that are affecting them, could be lack of sleep, eat, it can be affecting them. Do you know what I mean? A lot of things have to go right for a player for them to be consistent season in, season out. A lot of things, bro. A lot of things. Rizla says, hope you're doing well, Faz. I am. I hope you are as well. What's your opinion on Cavashilia? I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm a huge fan of his. Would you sell Rashford in order to sign him? I have such a love and hate relationship with Rashford. I absolutely love the guy, but sometimes I absolutely can't stand him. Big up to Dwayne because his older brother follows me on Instagram. Probably sees a lot of things I say and a lot of things that I put there. I think this is my final season with Rashi. My final season. I want to see what he's really about. 27 years old. I'm 28. You know, and I know the Rashfords very well. Believe it or not. You know, I have connections with the Rashfords in some complex way. But I still try and be as honest and upfront as I can. And Marcus, it's funny because they tweeted me after my show, so they know who I am. They know who I am. So last season. Uh, And I think he would be a fantastic, fantastic footballer with a change of scenery again, with the right change of scenery, if it doesn't work out in Manchester United. And again, big up to Dimitri as well. He said, "Look, Faz, I think I've told him this. So call Marcus, man. Tell him, man, that he's our Batman. Really, we're looking at him like our Batman. We did, anyways, or we expect him to be our Batman or Spider Man." And he said, "Look, that's the issue. Throughout his career, he's had some big names that he's played with, which take that limelight off him. That's how he kind of made his debut and name, and then the front three that did a absolute madness. They bumbleclatted the league. The front three of Mason, Martial, and Rashford, MMR. That front three was the real vaccination. that front three was the real fucking vaccination, people. But it was too good to be true to last. So yeah, if this season doesn't work out well for Marcus, then yeah. Would you play Ericsson in Bruno position against Barnsley? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Elanga, I wish I could agree, but Hudson-Odoi is better than Elanga. That's how do I answer this? Because that's a very good point that you make. You've got me in a pickle here. You got me here. Yeah, I think you got me here. Chad has been very sensible today. You got me there. I think better or not better, but you got me. I can't argue with that at the moment. I can't. Tsunoda is a player. He's a player. Pass was beautiful. What do you make of Bruno saying some player keep that mind on Sancho's Instagram? Absolutely okay with it. I have no issue. I have no issue because the player's just left. Okay, it's his first game for Chelsea, and look, okay, let me, we're having a very good conversation, so I'm going to continue on that mood and vibe. So, in a changing room, sometimes you will feel sorry for players, even if it's a player moving on. Sometimes you will you will genuinely, as a human being, you will feel sorry for someone because of just what they're going through in life. Even if a person makes a mistake, you can feel sorry for them. There are sometimes things that happen in a player's career where they are almost fighting a losing battle, and they end up doing so many things wrong because of a snowball effect. And I think what Bruno has done here is done the big brother role for Jaden, and Bruno's obviously a big brother. He's 30 years old. He's a big grown man at 30 years old. And Sanchez a younger man. He's in his early 20s, going into his mid 20s. Bruno's got a good few years on him. And Bruno's just said, look, keep that smile, man. And keep that smile. That's a big comment in itself, because he's probably been in Manchester United and not had a smile because things are not working out. And part of it, or all of it, or whatever you want to say, is his fault, whatever. But the fact is that he didn't have that smile. And when you're smiling and when you're happy, you're just unstoppable. A happy player is absolutely unstoppable. And I think that's what's happened. Bruno said, look, just stay happy, stay smiling, and keep performing, man. Because why am I gonna wish bad on you? That shows how much of an evil person you can be. And that sort of mentality, you can have that in terms of rivalry when you're going on the pitch, 100%. Machine for machine, gunshot for gunshot, bar for bar, band for band. Off the field, I wish you, your family, your career, all the best, man. All the best. I wish, I wish you beat all of your teams, and I'm gonna beat all of my teams, and then when we face each other, I'm gonna chop you, mate. You're gonna get chopped. That's it. That's it. I don't even know what they feed this Yamal kid. Again, very happy player in a very happy environment, being looked after by very happy people, which is helping his career a lot. And he's been able to express himself on the pitch. It's like a fire. Once you spark it, and a fire at the early stages needs to be protected from the wind. A little bit of wind can blow away the fire, and then you're back to square one. But if you protect a fire and you control a fire, you can end up using the fire to light an entire village, an entire city, an entire town, or you could burn it all if you don't control it. And that's what's happening with Yamal. They've got a fire that they're protecting really well. They're doing really well with protecting it, and it's just lighting up, lighting up, lighting up. And that's what's happening. That is exactly uh, what's happening. Let me see. Ten Hag, what is it? Ten Hag deserves credit for coaching that 3-0 win. People say the goals was individual, but a set piece is a team goal, and Garnacho goal was a team goal. These are goals that can be repeated over again. Definitely, I agree with that. I can't take an Indian or Pakistani talk about football seriously. It's a shame because I'm neither. And it's a it's a bigger shame that your mom and dad didn't raise you well. It's a disappointment. I'm sure your mom and dad are very good people, but they missed that chapter of your childhood. They definitely did. Um, so yeah, Rashford has been making 200K since Mourinho was here. Let that sink in. Big up to Football Power Hour. PSG would be perfect for Marcus. A lot of people agree with that. Are you okay? I'm very much okay. I did my mileage today as well. Mate, can you stop spreading negativity? If you want to sack Ten Hag, please tell us about the alternative. Um, I'm really sorry that I'm such an important person in your life that when I'm criticizing the team, it is affecting your mood. I think if you do some positive things in your personal life, that will help. And the second thing is, I've actually not been negative once in this whole stream in an hour and a half. So I think you've read the room wrong. Is the Mason Mount and Bruno experiment dead yet? I think it is. I think it is. Finally, the hole that Bruno leaves is being discussed. Thank you. Bruno needs to do more linking play as well, and more running in his own position. That's what I think would be better. Faz, I would like to see the future of this team. 3-5-2 Martinez, De Ligt, Euro, Dalot, Mino, Gatis, Exi, Maza, and two forwards, Ahmad and Hoylander, whatever combo. Well, that's the formation I play in FIFA. And it's a very, very good formation at the. Have I fucking been saying three at the back, man? Man. I was saying three at the back at United stand, yeah, years, like, bro, like 18 months ago, and people didn't like it then. It's funny how football works, man. Some of my members will tell you. I've been saying three at the back for time, bro. For time. Let me see. Stop giving it Ten Hag excuses. His system is the problem. Hag is the problem. His man management sucks. This guy is backed over Ronaldo and now free agent. And yes, on Kavashilia for Rashi. Last season to previous worth for Rashford. Yeah, definitely. We might regret that that Sancho went to a rival. I'm an Arsenal fan. Thoughts on that game? I think your defense is very tight. Very tight. Isn't Dimitri Mitchell washed? Where does he play? Well, he plays in Exeter, who are probably going to get promotion this season to Championship. And I don't think playing in the League One is washed, my friend. Ollie Watkins played in Exeter, bro. Was Ollie Watkins washed then? Jamie Vardy played in Halifax. Was Jamie Vardy washed then? So come on, man. It's, playing professional at League One is a very big deal. It's a very big deal. Any of us here would absolutely fucking love if we had the ability to play in a professional environment, let alone in League fucking One. Love the idea of Ten Hag, but he hasn't done what we or I expected of him. It's the same cycle again. Big up to you, Ali. I don't think Ten Hag given any indication at 3 at the back, but he does go into a 3 when in attack. I'm not a fan of 3 at the back, only for some games, just not to be predictable. Let me see. Is there anything that I'm missing? What if Sancho leads the league with assists? That means that Enzo Maresca is a very good manager and Sancho is a very good player and they're doing really well. And I hope we can do better. I reckon we will reach 2030 before Man United win another Premier League. Yeah. Let me see. Let me just have I missed any chats? Quickly. No. See, it starts today. I think it starts today. Yeah, it starts today. Always telling people that we will beat 8 teams comfy. The other 11 won't be. My prediction based on comparing midfield strengths. Yeah. No, I haven't missed any chats. Let me just quickly go through some of the notes I made from watching the game, actually, because that's what I wanted to do. I've just got bare mistakes made by Dalot. But I think Ahmad, something to touch on is Ahmad did very well to find Bruno with a pass, which almost made him get through on goal, but the striker wasn't in the right area. So remember that pass that Ahmad made to Bruno? Like from Ahmad was on this side of the pitch and he pinged it to Bruno. And Bruno tried to get a shot across. If you go and watch that play back, you will see Xerxes jog into the middle of the box. But in my opinion, he should be busting a gut to get into the box so Bruno can find him and they can have a proper shot instead of Bruno trying to find a shot from a tight angle. That's something that they should work on with Xerxes. When the ball gets released by Ahmad to Bruno, Xerxes should be in the box, like blasting himself to get in the box. And that's one thing that I noticed that I wanted Xerxes to do. I want to get, I'm obviously collecting all the donations, but I want to get a chart, a magnet and a board so I can talk through some of these bits with you. Let me see. Big up to Onana. I think obviously Rashford and Xerxes link up was very, very good. Overall, Marcus's game, I think it was the standard Marcus. It was the standard Marcus. I think he can definitely improve on that. It'll take confidence from that because he had a good shot on goal, good 2 shots on goal that got saved, and then one went in. But that's the signature Rashford. That's what you should be expecting from him, which is shooting at goal and making the keeper work. That's what he does. That's what he does best. Bruno is allergic to keeping the ball. When Ahmad, Zexi, and Mino play, he looks lost. Um, Bruno got pressed. I remember one particular scenario. Bruno got pressed and he just lost the ball. Then I remember another scenario where Bruno's in the middle of the pitch and he just kicks the ball behind him, expecting that someone will be there, and nobody was there. And Ahmad had to go and get the ball. I think that's the pass that Ahmad ended up salvaging and giving it back to Bruno. Dalot to go back to the right. Mazza can play left, but of course the manager always changes what is obvious. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna do that. Sanil says, love your content. Maybe you can attract more viewers with a better background. I'm working on it. I'm working on the background. Hopefully, I'll have enough funds to fund a very good setup. So this stuff takes money, and yeah, I'm in the works of it. So thank you all, like I said, for all the contribution, watching the shows. It's obviously helping, and new background will be up soon. Trust me. With loads and loads of cool things. I'm telling you, loads of cool things. Do you think Bruno should leave? He's 30. He needs to get some success as he deserves. And United go for some talent in camp. Also, just on that as well, what background did Aisho Speed need? Because Speed's background, let's be honest, he ain't had a fancy background, did he? And he's the biggest streamer in the world. So it's not really about background. It's what you say and how you connect with the people, actually, really and truly. Yeah, Dalot needs to go. No, read that one. Do you think Bruno should leave? He's 30 and needs to get some success as he deserves, and United go for someone more talented. I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah. I think I'm happy for Bruno to be phased out rather than just sell him instantly next season. I would be open to that as well. I would be open to that. I'd be open to the fact that if we get someone very talented and young, and we share the minutes in that position between Bruno and that player, and then the next season you find, I don't want to go to a situation where we get rid of Bruno and then we get one player, and God forbid that player gets injured or something happens, and now we're left without a 10 or a cam. So yeah. And you know what was interesting as well? I remember during the Southampton game, there were moments where Mino was near the edge of the box, opposition's box. So we still see parts of this game where players are going really high up, and Bruno was on the right and Kobe was up front. Positionally, everybody's just going, let's attack. So still, those bits of Eric Ten Hag spices are there, just so you know. So we gotta watch out. As much as the game was good, those bits were there. Rashford was much better than he had been. Quick shots, running for things, desire. It was a step in the right direction. Rashford was much better than he has been. Okay, right, okay. Funnily enough, you say that, Marty. I don't know if you actually, when you watched the game, did you have the commentary on or something? Because the commentators were saying, I think it was Michael Owen that was saying it. That was it Michael? Who was it that was? I forgot who was the commentator. Anyways, one of the commentators was saying that he can see from Rashford's posture and body language that he just looks a little bit more concentrated and a little bit more enthusiastic and motivated, which was nice to see. But that's just like the fact that we're even having to say these things is a big stretch. And I think he just really needs to find love for Manchester United, and he can say all he wants that he loves the club, he loves football, and blah blah blah. But we only get 90 minutes once a week, twice a week to understand and see for proof what he does. So I think he just needs to keep doing that more. And I think, listen, I remember very specifically, I personally put Rashford in the Ballon d'Or list. I didn't say he can win it, but I said it was so disrespectful that they didn't put him on the Ballon d'Or list after he had a 30 freaking GA season. And I will stand on that. I'm sorry, I will stand on that. I'm not sorry. 30 goal and assist season. And what was the Ballon d'Or list that year? Let me even check, actually. Let me check. Let me check, man. I want to find this out for myself. So, fucking hell, it's even more than 30. I'm even getting it wrong. Right. The Ballon d'Or list had Musiala, Salah, Odegaard, freaking Martinez, Emi Martinez, Saka, Lautaro Martinez, Kvaratskhelia, Benzi, Silva, Bellingham, Lewandowski, Alvarez, Osimhen, Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne, Vini, Mbappe, Haaland, Messi. Now you can say, where does Rashford get into that in that season? I think he would get up in the 22-23 season when Rashford scored 40 plus GA. Julian Alvarez won the World Cup that season, Champions League and Premier League. He had 23 goals overall that season. And because of his accolades, he kind of got in there. I get it. Lewandowski that season won the La Liga and the Supercopa, and he had 36 goals. Bellingham, 11th. No, hold on. Am I looking at... Where? Am I looking at the right list? What was the top 10 list? I'm even getting confused. Someone send me the link. I think I am looking at the right list, but for 40 plus GA, man. Come on, man. Guys, man. FC25. 1 second. I need to ask my girlfriend if she's buying me FC25 chat. Shall I ask her? Because I don't think men should buy FIFA. The girlfriend should. Shall I ring her and ask her? Like certain things, yeah, in a relationship that men have to do for their lady, and the lady has to do for their man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you have to. Let me ring her, bro. Like now I'm getting pissed off now. I actually had a good stream, but you just reminded me.
Hello?
Can you guys hear her, by the way? Hello?
Yeah.
You are live on my stream.
Okay.
And there's a very important question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask my chat firstly if they can hear you. Okay, chat, can you hear her? Okay, let me know in the comments. Do you know what is happening on the 20th of September 2024?
21st September 2024. No.
You don't know what is happening on the 20th of September 2024?
I don't know.
What are you doing on 20th of September 2024? You personally, what are you going to be doing?
On the 19th, I'll be flying out.
So you are going on holiday on the 19th of September?
Yes.
With me or without me?
Without you.
Okay. And you don't know what is happening on the 20th of September?
No.
So the 19th of September is a very important day, isn't it?
For me.
For you?
So, yeah.
Right,
I won't say
okay.
it's important, but something's happening.
You know, what are some of the... What's the most important date of the year? You know, for a couple?
Our anniversary.
Okay, yeah, very good point. Anniversary.
Yeah.
And then... What's a day that couples, you know, is important for them?
Anniversary and Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, right? Valentine's Day, okay. And Valentine's Day, who is it important for, really? It's the lady, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I agree on that as well. Valentine's Day, the man takes his lady out, shows her the love and everything and blah, 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 appreciation, right?
Okay.
But what about my Valentine's Day?
How's that on the 20th of September?
You're taking a fucking piss. What happens every year? Does Valentine's happen every year?
Yes.
And what else happens every year?
Birthdays. That you... What?
I'm getting upset.
The 20th of September.
Well, not 20th of September exactly every year, because sometimes it's a bit different. But every year, something happens that is very important in a man's life.
Something to do with football.
Yes.
Are they reviewing whether they get a new manager or not?
What? No. What? No, we don't review every year if we're going to get a new manager. No, we don't. I wish we did, because Eric Ten Hag would have been freaking long gone, mate. It is to do with football.
I thought they just bought and sold new players or something like that. It's just gone on.
Well, that's the transfer market.
Yeah.
No. I told you the transfer market is summer and then in January, in winter. So summer's gone. That's fine. It's closed. But every year, something happens with football.
On the 20th.
Not on the 20th, but around that time in September, you know, around this time.
Football matches start again.
The football matches already started. It's like game week 5 now.
Oh my God.
No, you got to figure this out. My chat is making a mockery of me.
About the 20th of September happens.
It is to do with football. And it is also to do with another thing, you know, that men enjoy doing. It is our version of Valentine's.
International break? That's already been now.
International. Do you even love me?
Premier League starts?
Premier League is already started. It's game week 5. We're 5 weeks in. International break is already gone.
I don't know then.
Wow.
I don't know what happens.
Think. This is real. Every year there is an expectation that I take you out on Valentine's and show you my devoured
They get new football kits.
How the hell are you gonna get new football kit when the season has already started? That happens.
International plays, like
No.
they go abroad.
No, but there is something new that happens. So you're on the right track. Something new drops every year that is related to football.
Oh, FIFA 2025.
Huh. We got there in the end, didn't we? You were gonna be single if you didn't answer that. Well, thank your lucky stars, love, because you're still with the best man in the world.
So is this you hinting that you want FIFA
I ain't got a
2025?
hint, nothing, B.
So do you want FIFA 2025?
Do you want flowers? Do you want love? Do you want to be protected and provided for? Do you want to get taken out on Valentine's Day?
Well, I'll see if I can.
You will see
yeah,
nothing.
while I'm on holiday.
You are going to see something, and that is minus whatever money that is leaving your bank account on 20th. And by the way, you can pre-order it, just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
but how do you? But I thought you.
Hey. How do I make reservations in the most popular restaurants around the country?
I
And
thought you buy it on the PlayStation. You don't get like a game.
no, you can buy it online, and you can get a code that gives. You can buy like a PlayStation. Why am I even telling you this?
Why can I not just give you the money for it then?
That works too.
Right, okay.
That works too. You know, I can make your life. But imagine I said to you, "Oh, instead of taking to a restaurant, I'll just buy you takeaway." You know, it's
No,
the act, isn't it?
not.
It's the act. It's the
Okay.
act.
So I'm gonna be.
It's like me putting rose petals in our bedroom compared to rose petals in a hotel room. It's different,
So
isn't
I'm
it?
gonna be in the Caribbean, but I've got to worry about FIFA 2025.
Aye, it ain't my headache. Listen, talk to EA, love. They decided to drop the game when you're going on holiday, not me.
Okay. Do you want a cup of tea?
Thank you very much, love. I would love that.
All right, I'll bring it up soon.
Thank you. How do you think I handled that chat? Do you think it was good? Yeah, nah. Thank you very much. Whoever made that comment, yeah, about FIFA. Where's that comment, mate? As London. Thank you. I owe you. I might even play you the first game on FIFA because how could I do that to myself? Bro, you have to establish boundaries and expectations. Pyramid Scheme says, I heard girls trip to Caribbean. So it's her best friend's birthday, and her and her best friend are flying out to the Caribbean. And I have already this year been to the Caribbean with my friends, by the way, off season. Me and my friends, we went to the Caribbean off season. So she's going to the Caribbean with her friend. And hey, I've been on 2 mandem holiday this year. 2. I might be going on 3. I was supposed to go on 4. So it's part of a relationship. You have to trust the players on international duty. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, you can't, what we doing here? You know what I'm saying? International break. Some players, they have to go and enjoy some sun. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you guys are not happy that she's going on holiday. Maybe she needs does she need a bit of cooking for that? Does she need to get prepared? So the lads in the chat, what would you tell her? Like what messages does she need to hear before she goes? Maybe I can relay that as well. Maybe someday I'll bring my girlfriend on live. She doesn't like to be on live, but yeah, she's a lovely. She's lovely for sure. Do You Even Love Me was a bomber. I feel that girl voice is cool. I'm definitely using this on my girlfriend. I would love to review the manager, bro. Like this is, she thought once a year what happens in football is you review a manager or kick gets released. Like you can tell she's not into football at all. Let me see some of the chat I've missed. I'm a man. I'm a big man child, bro. I'm a big man child. Big man child. Um, okay, give me advice how to find a wife. How old are you first, Shucks? Comment. Tell me how old you are, and what area do you live? You don't have to tell me your street, but I'm saying like whereabouts in the world do you live? And maybe this can swiftly turn into an advice stream. Shucks, you're 21 years old. God damn it, Shucks, man. God damn it. Okay, Chat, Chad, and chat. Rules. I need some rules that she needs to abide by when she's on holiday. Put it in the chat. I will call her and I will say these are rules established by my family members. How about that? How about that? And then we can give Shaks some advice. I might even change this chat to relationship talk. There's actually a few ideas that I have that I want to stream about. You're from Yorkshire, brother. The best advice I can give you, you might have to start looking at men, because them ends. No, I'm just I'm messing I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Pause. Fire lava, fire lava. Yorkshire, you know, Yorkshire. God damn, bro, Yorkshire, How can I even say it? I don't even know how to say it, bro, without look, I think 21. So are you in college? Are you in college, bro, Shax? Are you in uni? Are you in Yorkshire Uni or something? Tell me. Find a girlfriend that is okay with your sport addiction and you'll be fine. This is a big facts, Chad. I freaking agree totally. I might move to London. Well, you might find a wife in Yorkshire, but you might find a not a wife in London. I think you have a better chance in finding a wife in Yorkshire. Look, first thing first, go to libraries, libraries, gyms. You know, that's where you will find good quality of the opposite sex. I'm not saying you won't find them in other places, but the probability of it is listen, what's the probability of someone going out being wife material if they're going out every other weekend? Like, in my opinion, I can't lie, that's a bit mad. I'm gonna be honest here. Which man that's gonna be working hard, doing something with his life is gonna want a woman that's gonna go out every weekend or be on madness every weekend? It's just the truth, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes standards have to be kept. Manchester United, you know what I'm saying? Real Madrid. So libraries, gyms, and if you have a Tinder or Hinge profile, make it establish that you know what you're looking for is these things, and you might have your list or a couple things. Some things are very important. Adaptability is very important. If a player is Are you single? You're crazy, Lanat, man. What are you asking questions like this, bro? I was just talking to my partner. You're here asking if I'm single. You just joined the stream. um Adaptability for a player is very important. Willingness for a player is very important. A player has to be willing to run, bro. They have to fight. A player might not be a fantastic player. By the way, work on my wavelength here. A player might not be a fantastic player, but they have to be willing to put in a shift, and eventually that player can become a gaffer. Chat, you know what I'm saying? And some players, they end up becoming very good gaffers. Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta. Let's be honest here. Are you a fantastic player that's not a good gaffer, or are you a good player that becomes a fantastic gaffer? Do you know what I'm saying? So think of it like that. Think of it like that. So willingness, adaptability, you know, look, self-care is very important for a player. Self-care is very important, because you see certain players, they get a big contract, they're gone, bro. It happens. You can name numerous players in the Premier League, in the La Liga, that have got big contracts, and then they've just said, right, I'm done. So you have to look for a player where it's not about the contract for them, it's about the badge, the honor. Do you know what I'm saying? The badge, the honor, love of the game. For the love of the game. And if you find those qualities in a player, that's very good. Obviously, they have to have. What about West Yorkshire women? I mean, West Yorkshire women. I don't know, bro. Weirdly, when you say West Yorkshire, all I can think of is farms and fields and sheep. I don't really know. So I think nature is very important. Nature is very important. Think of the nature, and go from there. Go from there, really. And also, don't forget, you asked, right? You're recruiting, but are you at a stage of your career where you're willing to be able to give a player a good career? Think of it that way too, Shaks. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you, as an organization, ready to give the player a good career? Coach, you know what I'm saying? Nurture, protect, and give them the minutes that they need. Think of that as well. Because it's very good in going into recruitment, but if you can't give the player certain things, it might be a Jadon Sancho thing. Next thing you know, the player's beefing you, and the player's gone. Getting into Champions League final elsewhere, getting player of the match elsewhere. What are you gonna do then, mate? You're gonna be left with nothing. Loss. Basically, Jadon Sancho. That's what you're gonna end up with. You know what I'm saying? Before I got married, I just made sure I could be myself around my future wife. She has to be like a friend, or for this to happen. Work for me 15 years and still a man child. Bro, listen, me and my partner, we got boxing together. Get gloves on, bro. Get gloves on. Gloves on, G. My girl, bro, she's strong, G. She's strong. Bro, god damn. So we were doing boxing. She was trying to swing for man. I dodged it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I've got a good jab. So give her one body shot, boom, hold that one. So yeah, you have to be able to be on a wavelength. So that's a very good point from Fat Four. Very good point. Uh, let me see. Ben. Listen, everybody's deserving of love. Everybody can be better. Nobody's perfect, and nobody's the finished article. It's always a learning day. The wild ones are more fun. You can keep your library girls for your book club. You know what I'm saying? Lana says shows of no, that's not happening. Calm down. Calm down. Just be like, just don't be like United and sign quality, not just someone that's popping. Listen, Chad is right. If you're going for the Sanchez, the Di Marias, the Lukaku's, you're bringing Ronaldo back, bro, you're gonna be in problem, bro. You're gonna be in problem. You can't be doing that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You gotta seek investment players. You gotta seek the Caicedos. Do you know what I'm saying? Adingras, Dan James's. Dan James was a prophet at the end of the day. Don't forget. Do you know what I'm saying? The you gotta even there's homegrown, talent. So you have to look for investments. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think Swansea bought Dan James for what, 95 grand? God damn it. Think of that. And then sold him for about 17, 18 million, something like that. Whew. Whew. Bro, investment. Militao. Vinicius. Sometimes you might end up with the Odegaard. And then he leaves for Arsenal. But you can be proud that you saw Odegaard for who he was back then, and now Odegaard is in Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? One of them ones. Like, you have to find the Martial. But then what if they get injured? It's a long day. So yeah, that's it. We spoke about Manchester United for about 2 hours. Kobe Mino, you have to find you can find the Garnacho as well, from Spain. Here, 4-3-3. You know what I'm saying? I want Ineos to sign Kvaratskhelia. It's my dream signing. What a player, can score and assist and can create. Everybody has a dream signing. Everybody has a dream signing. Had that penalty gone in, we would have lost the game 1-0. Can't say. I mean, don't know that for a fact. But I guess we'll never know. Bruno Fernandes, who keeps giving it to the other team. I don't know what you're referring to with that. Let me see. Is there some chats that I've missed out? But listen, where's big up as LDN? Is it that's his name? Big him up, man. Because of you, I've got FIFA, bro. Big up to you, bro. Like, I owe you, man. I might have to bust you £5, bro, because god damn it. Bro, I was gonna actually pay for FIFA, believe it or not. I hope she's not watching the stream. I was gonna pay for FIFA, bro. But bro, you just saved my life. You just saved me like 70 quid. If you sign Bruno, bro, listen. If you sign Bruno, be ready, innit? Bare contract extensions, bare crying, bare moaning, bare shanking, and bare stat padding. No, I'm joking. Stats is good. You know what I'm saying? Stats is good. Stats is important. But if you want gung ho counter pressing all the time, then don't cry, innit? Don't cry, bro. So you can sign a Bruno Fernandes. Listen, it is okay to sign a player and then realize that this is not it. That's why you recruit accordingly. The issue isn't actually Bruno Fernandes, by the way, guys. The issue is Manchester United, because we bought a player for that direction and ended up in a different direction. So whose fault is that, really? Come on now. Come on. Faz, who is your favorite United player of all time, and your favorite outside of Man United? For me, Cantona, outside Zidane. Without shadow of a doubt, for me, Paul Scholes. Bro, Paul Scholes, bro. Am I wrong in saying Paul Scholes, by the way? Paul Scholes, bro. Paul Scholes, bro. Wow. Paul, man. Boots. After you retired. Wow, bro. Shut up, man. Retired, came back. Wow, shut up, man. Get out of here. That's silly, bro. Thank you very much. No, I'm okay. I've already had one.
Oh, which one? The one that you said you didn't want?
Yes.
I know which one you ate.
Okay.
The crunchy.
Yes.
So can I have it?
Yes. Anyways, I hope you didn't hear that conversation. But yeah, Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes, Man United player, because Paul Scholes made me fall in love with Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? He made me want to be able to pass like him, slice, zip, shoot from long range, just shoot clarts, just clarts, bro, just clarts. And very, very close to him is Wayne, bro. Wayne, but for me, Wayne, I think the hair transplant threw me off, bro. Because when Wayne did the hair transplant, I didn't even know that you could lose hair. Like, I was so young. So his original hair transplant threw me off, bro. I can't lie. Threw me off. Outside of United, Neymar. 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 Neymar, man. God damn. What the hell? God created the world and the seven wonders, whatever is created, man created seven wonders. God created the world. God created Mount Everest. Then he created Neymar, man. Neymar. Silly. Oh my God. Didn't even know how you would do some of the skills that he did. How do you even do it? What do you do? How do you even do? How do you even play like that? How do you even play like that? Like, you can't even practice these things. How can you practice some of the skills that he does, bro? It's not like a step over and just like how? Like Messi, he runs like this. He runs, and he's got low center of gravity, close control. He runs like this, like a what's that black snake that goes really fast? That's Messi. But Neymar will stop the ball dead in front of you, and you still can't get it off. That's silly, man. How? I would I remember I would sit with my lunch or my dinner, and instead of watching Netflix or whatever, I would watch a 20-30 minute Neymar compilation, bro. How? It's like a movie. It's a movie on its own. Um, is resorting to your 7 second transfer target an option? Of course, always, bro. Don't forget, Bruno was also a January transfer, so he was actually a winter transfer, bro. And this is what happens when you go for a winter transfer, not a summer transfer. Think here, who gets a good transfer in January, bro? Nobody. Um, Chadwick was Beckham from Wish. Now you're taking the piss. Neymar was the first player. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, big up GI. I loved how Keenan scores outside David Zidane in the Champions League semi-final, despite the yellow card. True workhorses of our club. I mean, I also had a heartbreak moment when Zidane got the red card in the World Cup. It was a heartbreak moment when Neymar got injured in the World Cup. Heartbreak moment. Ronaldo injury in the Euros. Heartbreak moment. But then they ended up winning it. There's a couple, to be fair. Was it Germany slapping Brazil? Heartbreak moment. I think there's a few. When Asamoah Gyan handballed it, and then when Suarez handballed it, Asamoah Gyan missed it. Heartbreak moment. You know what I'm saying? A few heartbreak moments, to be fair. Don't even know how we ended up here. But definitely a few heartbreak moments, man. In football. I think David De Gea penalty miss was a fucking heartbreak moment, mate. Was a heartbreak moment, mate. When David De Gea fucking missed that penalty, bro. Oh my days. What a heartbreak moment that was, G. Let me members. Let me see if the members, if any of the members want to join the stream. I want to. One second. Let me drop the link for the members today. Let the members join in, and then I will touch on a couple more things. Bear with. There you go, members. Link to the stream in the members only group chat. Will height matter fast? I'm like Martinez blood shot kings if I go gym. You should never, ever, ever let anybody make you feel bad for your height, ever. And if they do make you feel bad for your height, tell them, I hope that your child is shorter than me as a fully grown adult. Curse them. Fuck it. Because that shit is wrong, bruv. Wrong. Plain and simple. And depending on your height, Shacks, I wouldn't recommend you bang bare weights. I would recommend you look to be like a Khabib type of physique. Don't look to be, thick. Do you know what I'm saying? It's always, you know what I'm saying? Because the wider you are, the shorter you will look. But the more slender you are, it'll help your height. You know what I'm saying? You can't be short and thick. And thick doesn't mean fat, by the way. It just means muscular. If you're very muscular, very good confidence, make up with other things. You might have a very good personality, very good confidence, speak well, have good perfumes, have a presence about yourself. Perfume is very important. Good hygiene, good dressing sense. And you will definitely make a lot of tall men feel shorter in terms of demeanor. So, be like that, bro. Be like that. I know a few shorter gentlemen that are A1, bro. A star men. Some serious. I know one guy, he plays in the Portuguese league. Shorter gentleman, top guy, real serious guy. I know another guy, short, he's in the army, but that guy can kill someone with his bare hand. Those are real men. So your height, it doesn't matter, bro. Carry yourself like a man at the end of the day. That's what that matters. Run. That's my number one thing. And on that, zero link. I sent you the link on StreamYard, bro. Omo. The StreamYard link is in the members only group chat. I've sent it again. If you want it again. Fast this season, Champions League on Thursday and UEFA on Wednesday is weird and crazy. Definitely. How tall are you? How much money is in your bank account? No, I'm joking. I'm 5'10", 5'11". Omo, man.
How do you enjoy your first 3 hours or 2 hours?
It was really good. Very calm, actually. I feel like this has been a therapy session.
Good. That's exactly what's needed. Therapy.
It was good.
No United talk to mess up your head.
How? I still don't understand, yeah? how Ericsson actually worked. I've tried to break it down to myself, but I can't make it make sense.
It's simple. Like I see football from different lenses. Like for example, you look at a team like Real Madrid when Kroos, Modric, Casemiro was there. Like saying people like, oh, Casemiro just destroy. I'm like, do you know what he was doing in Real Madrid? All Casemiro did was win the ball back, give the ball to Kroos, and he went up to score goals. He was scoring goals. I think in one season he had more goals than Modric and Kroos. Because he's not doing too much over there. So I'm like, just then put Ericsson there then. Ericsson also will not do too much. Ericsson will just sit there, get the ball, and spray the ball all over left to right and center. Because again, you see what Ten Hag did in his first year, while Casemiro's getting all those goals. Was Casemiro win the ball back, get the ball to Ericsson, and that was the attack. We had Luke Shaw playing. Luke Shaw was the other attack. Because we don't use Wan-Bissaka to attack at all. And we don't use Anthony. Anyone on that right, we're not using you either way. It was attack to the left with Shaw, get Ericsson, and play up, go forward the ball, chip by chip. But just that, I'm like, I knew this was gonna work. Like it was just as simple like how football plays out. And for example, you see like a team like Southampton. Southampton not good in pressing. Do you know how Southampton defend? Southampton defend with the ball. They defend with the ball is why they have all this possession. Because like, bro, you're defending with the ball. I think Pep team is good in defending. They defend with the ball. They have like 60% possession, and the 40%, if you're not scoring, you're missing chances.
That's a very good point. Defend with the ball.
And instead, like the manager want to turn Kobe Mino into a box to box, which is gonna ruin development because he's only working on the physicality part. The same thing happened with Pedro and Gavi in Barcelona. All they did was work on the physicality part.
Is it fair to say that Ericsson played so well and didn't really do much mistakes because he has something to prove?
No, he's always done this. He's always done. I would say he's a player that plays with grace. He's not here to run around doing all this box to box. Like, oh, I'm gonna tackle this. I'm gonna run here. Like, nah, he just here like, give me the ball. I'm gonna slow the tempo. He has become a Laporta. He has become a deep line playmaker. Because again, at Ajax to Tottenham, he was a number 8. He was a number 10. Then he went to Inter Milan. Then he became a number 8. And like this is what happened to number 10s as they progress, as they age. They become from number 10 to number 6. And people like, oh, he's always been a number 6. I'm like, no, it's just the same quality. Just as you age, you can't run as fast as much. He's not faster than Bruno. So like, oh, you can the ball, I'm to take tempo. You could see like on the pitch he was jogging a lot. Players run past him like, oh, that's bound to happen. Players gonna run past him. Like, but then again, football is not only play with legs. It's also play with the brain.
Yep. It was interesting to see Mino play the 6 as well.
Yeah, I don't like him playing the 6. He has to develop because over there he's not in his brain over there.
Did you predict the lineup as Bruno, Ericsson, and Mino?
No, my lineup was Casemiro, Ericsson, and Mino.
Yeah,
I wanted balance.
But the thing is that playing Casemiro, it would have changed the entire way Ericsson would have played.
No, not really. It's gonna be the same
because the way Kobe Mino controls the ball in areas and the vision he has, and I know you called him out today, I think, on a different show of him dropping a shoulder. People are reading onto it. You're right, people are, but the way he plays, it's far different from how Casemiro plays.
I agree with Ronald there.
Yes,
he is faster, quicker. He might not think as sharper, but he might not think as quickly as Casemiro when it comes down to making a final decision in the when you're defending, right? Hence he comes back as a centre back as well. But for the most part of it, what Ericsson needed was a little brain with legs.
The thing is, when I say Casemiro, I understand what you're saying, but when I say Casemiro, Ericsson, and Mino, we are playing with no number 10s. Throw away the number 10s because I want Xerxes to drop into that 10 and to the 9 row. That's what Xerxes.
You remember the first season of Ten Hag when Ten Hag just came in? First season, right? When we came third, we still struggled in the midfield. It was still open like a donut. The reason why was because Bruno was overdoing his work and filling in the legs for Eriksen because Casemiro's were already going to go away. So Eriksen, yes, like in our team, he's the best ball carrier of his age and around that age, no problem. I can accept that. But I do feel like we looked better when we had like, Ogata come in. We looked solid, in my opinion. That's how I felt. Like
I expect other subs to come in because by then the other team is tired, so I expect Ogata to kick off. Like I want to see Ogata in a Manchester City jersey from minute one to see like how the game plays up. Because again, as I said, like
I think he's gonna play next week. Like whenever we have the next match.
He should be playing next week. Bruno should not be playing at all next week. At all. Or Bruno, I said Bruno should be dropped, or Nana should be dropped, Rashford should be dropped. Those three have played consecutive game non-stop since the season started. Those three deserve to get dropped. Like I don't care who he plays there. Don't play the starters or your future starters because I'm hearing like Leacher or Dalot, one of them might be injured. Like don't play Maguire. That's it. That's the Johnny Evans games. That's 100% Johnny Evans game. That Carabao Cup. I don't care. It's a Johnny Evans game. You should not be going all out. Like your bench should be full of youth kids. Like don't try to waste my time. That extra competition is a waste of time. And the thing is like the way the manager want to set up and play with the number 10 is like why the midfield I think up would never work. He wants to play with a 10. And your only 10 you have is Bruno Fernandes. That's about it. And the other one is injured and Mason Mount.
I want to see Bayern there. Evans.
Harry Amas. Ethan Whitley at the 9. Put Zerks on the bench if you want. But Bruno should not be in this bench. Rashford should not be on the bench. Nana should not be on the bench.
Man.
I don't care.
Wheatley or something.
Yeah, Wheatley is there. Mino should not be there. Ogata should play. That's an Ogata game right there.
What's the other one? That other lad that plays midfield for the academy. What's his name?
Fletcher brothers?
No.
I forgot. They just won 5-1. They beat Newcastle.
Yeah, there's a couple midfielders. Shia Lacey.
I think is he still injured? No, like he's training again.
Is he back yet? You know,
I think he's back. Let me see.
That's what those are the guys I want to be seeing, especially against Barnsley.
Yeah,
but then you know the Barnsley.
That's a game should not be careful about the result because you're wasting time. Ethan Wheatley was on the bench versus Southampton. Who else is there? That's Harry Amas. A bunch of injuries.
You know, my nephew's in the under-21s, but unfortunately, I don't think he's ready to come into a game like this. I would love to. I can only imagine one day, hopefully.
Maybe he should fight his way through.
But my nephew, he's
that Ennis? Yes, Ennis is there.
You know, I say, man.
Probably Jack Fletcher. This is Jack Fletcher again right there. Let's play all the youths there. Let them have fun.
Williams would be good. You know, Williams would be good. Seiko Kone would be good. Dango, that's the one I was looking for. Dango.
Oh, he just came back.
He's training again, and he's training with the same people who were training Rashford this weekend in the international break.
Yeah. Dango
he's working with them people.
Tom Miles, I like him a lot.
You were saying something.
Yeah.
In the last 2 weeks in the whole of international, thingy, whatever it is called, break.
Yeah.
That you feel Rashford's outputs or Rashford was changed because of Erik ten Hag.
Okay. Yeah. I remember I remember that now. Yeah. Right. Instructional. Yeah.
So do you think it was instructions that was given to Rashford to go by the box and then shoot, or was it confidence? Because I remember last Liverpool game, he actually had the same opportunity. He just did not take a step to the right. He actually stopped the ball and passed it back. So before we blame the manager, are we going to think about other factors, or are we just going to blanket it by saying it's the manager instructions? Just
No, well,
just
I
wanted to
didn't.
ask.
Firstly, I didn't blanket it because it's raising a suspicion. You know, when you're
How?
investigating something, you have to look at all factors.
You did
We've
not
been
look at
round
all
the circle.
factors.
Sorry,
You've not looked at all factors, have you? The
I
season,
have.
there's a long season to go.
I have because it's not Eric Ten Hag's fifth game, and it is not me criticizing Marcus Rashford for the third time. So
But then
yes, we have. We've
it's
spent.
yes, it's Eric Ten Hag's third season. The first season, he also made Rashford give you 40 goals that you were just talking about.
That's right.
How is he not in the Ballon d'Or list?
Okay,
So
so I
is
think
it
you're.
the manager or is
Okay,
it the
okay. Hold on.
player's confidence?
No, hold on. Right, I think you're totally on the wrong foot here. So I want you to listen for a little bit.
Okay.
We've seen Rashford go do crazy numbers to the point where I'm not gonna leave this mountain of Rashford should have gone nominated for Ballon d'Or list. Top 20, top 15, top 10, 40 G 44 GA is silly. So that's very good. The second season, awful. Now the third season, that you're looking at, we've already criticized everything on the second season. We've said Rashford this, Rashford that, Rashford this, Rashford that. Then we've said manager this, manager that, manager this, manager that. Now the third season, it's already like, okay, Marcus, we know what you can do. We know what you can't do. At this point, what is it that I'm going to point a finger at? So then came the suspicion that is it instructional? Then I added 2+2 by saying, hold on. I remember specifically certain games where I was uploading the videos on Twitter saying, look, Eric is purposely asking Rashford not to track back and stay by the touchline, throwing side and stretch the back line. There's evident videos of him asking that. But then there's also some games where he's tracking back. So, different games he's been asked or doing different things, whether he's choosing it to or whatever. So that's when I raised the suspicion that, really and truly, is it instructional? And also the other layer is, which is a very important one, is Rashford keeps playing when he's doing things that we don't like. But then other players don't keep playing when they do things that we do like. So what could it be? Now, yes, confidence could be a big thing. I'm thinking maybe confidence like 70% of it for sure, because confidence will make you do the things the manager is asking you to do a lot better. So it's a simple suspicion. Now Rashford has got one goal, but it doesn't mean that the manager got it right or Rashford confidence is back. It needs to be standard 15 games before I decide anything, so we've got a good few, we've got 7, 8, 9, 10 games to go of him having the next bad game, then again a couple of good games, then again an off day, then a couple of good games, because that's normal. And then we can say, right, okay, things are working now between the manager, the players' confidence, everything, it clicks. But when things don't click, unless you actually know the actual reason, you're going to have suspicions like I did.
At the end of the day, what I saw was the player, he's doing well, but he was not doing enough. Because I have seen there is a shift, and that just might be me. But I'll be happy to be alone correct when I stand corrected at the end of the line. Because I was correct 3 years ago when a lot of people were pressing my neck saying, nah, you're wrong. I see things differently. Even after scoring a goal, if a player is coming off at 60th minute, it tells you everything you need to know. It tells you everything you need to know.
I won't be surprised if
he might
Rashford
start
starts against Barnsley.
He might start every game for the next season, but he will be sold. Best believe. He plays until he's worth.
Until he's what, sorry?
Until he's worth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to the team, to the manager. When he becomes surplus to requirement, the manager already has a backup plan. Why do you think he put on Garnacho after 60th minute when Rashford was actually building upon his confidence? Rashford could have actually scored the second goal. He had good chances.
The third goal, you mean?
Nah, I mean second for himself.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah. Yeah,
The
he had
thing
some good
is that
chances. He made Raya make two really good saves.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
and for someone pyramid scheme, like he's asking me what I would be right about, the fact that United would be successful when they let go of players like Rashford, not because he's not quality, but because there's too much power in his hand. And he might not have the power anymore, but it's gotten to his head that he actually has that power. And they already have a replacement of a story in Kobe Minu. They just have to replace the name, rub it off as Rashford, and then write Kobe Minu
I'm
and
not
run the
thinking.
same
You know
narrative,
what?
same story they did for 7 years.
I
I'm
don't think
talking
they're
about
gonna
the
do it. You
Glazers.
know,
But
I
Faz, you
don't
have to
think they're gonna.
understand, they will. They've already tried it. Why do you think the bucket hat photograph even surfaces as such?
I know how you're looking at it as the conspiracy theorists that we are and the deep diving that we do in the group chat. I understand what you're trying to say. I really do.
But again, and this manager is going to go down. If he goes down in flames, again, would be because of certain decisions he's going to make. Like, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, Omo. I think it was like last season or just a few days ago, until McTominay was here, that he took off Bruno to replace him with McTominay. Like he might want to try something new, but it's too stupid of a thing to try. Don't try hard.
I don't think he was trying anything new. He hasn't found something he's in love with.
Just do the simple thing that Omo has been shouting for the last 2 seasons. Pack the midfield.
He's not gonna do something. He's only gonna do stuff that he's in love with. He hasn't. I don't think I haven't seen something he's in love with yet. But he's gonna get there. He's gonna show himself eventually.
I just found some, like, I don't know, I might be the only one, Faz, but I just felt like when I saw that Kobe Minu was playing in the role of like a CDM, a makeshift CDM, I would say. It kind of reminded me of someone. I'm not saying he would be that person. He could be that person if he is under the right, guidance. Someone like Busquets.
Very interesting name.
Like drop the shoulder, always on the turn when you're collecting, or when you're receiving the ball, right? He's always on a move, like Busquets. Like you cannot predict how he's gonna collect that ball.
That's a very interesting name.
Because I was just watching,
and I can see what you're trying to say. I can see.
I watched the game, right? Like the last game, and I started looking at some of his previous games, and then I just randomly, saw a video of, like, it was like a 5-minute comp of Busquets just, doing what he does best on Twitter. I saw it. And I was like, okay, I see certain tad bit of similarities. Obviously, I'm not any manager or coach by any, stance. So I'm not saying that he is that guy, but I'm saying I saw similarities as a layman, as a person who is just on the side as a fan. I just saw certain similarities, and I was like, okay, this could be a vision of where a person could lead. Because does he have that same kind of calm? Yes. Does he have that same beautiful touch? Yes. Can he shoot in the same manner? Yes. But is he eager enough to always be in the box and shoot, unlike McTominay? No. He's always happy to be there wherever he is, right? And he can create something from where he collects the ball, i.e. the goal that he scored against Wolves. He was very deep when he collected that ball and played 1-2 with Omari Forson, and then got to the byline of the goal, like, the box itself, and then went in and boom, on the right side, took a shot. So he doesn't really have to be around the 10 or in the 10 role to be around that place. I just feel like Busquets is one person. I just felt it could be that if he is guided in the right way.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think thinking about it, I can understand your perspective. You're coming from Busquets. It's got very similar profile. Very, very similar profile. Certain aspects of his game resonates to Busquets. It does. It's that thing that I said before, looking after the fire, isn't it? And making it grow properly. And Busquets was he played football like he's been playing football for 100 years.
And
That's how you
you have to keep in mind, Faz, like when Mainu had the ball, right? He had support from Mazraoui, Amad Diallo, and Bruno was there to just mess it up sometimes. Sometimes he did good because even Eriksen lost the ball sometimes. I remember the first attack that Southampton had, or not first, I lied, maybe the second. It came off a mistake from Eriksen losing the ball. Because Eriksen in the final third, if you don't have two centre backs around with him, he's a problem. If he loses the ball, there's no recovery. No one, Jesus, Lord Almighty, Allah might help you if he exists. Like, no one's helping Eriksen. If he loses the ball, concede a goal. That's it. With Casemiro, you at least have a chance of a red card. He might catch up. He might. I use the word might. With Eriksen, it's not happening.
I think it's also one of the thing is, right? We're getting too excited by Kobe Mino in terms of, oh my God, what's his best position? Let's figure it out. Don't have to figure it out right now.
No one's figuring it out. Everyone's just giving their opinion of how they see the guy. Like,
Yeah, but
like
it almost seems like
you said.
I
think was it you who said he can play as a 10 a few days ago, or was it someone else?
Yeah, because originally I was hell bent that I think his profile would suit someone of an 8, and then I saw him get shredded in the Liverpool game. I saw him get shredded, not shredded, but have a couple things that I noticed in England game. And then I saw him in not Southampton, I think after the England game, yeah. And then I reflected back and I was like, yeah, running back to his own goal, I don't think that's his strengths.
But again, like I said, he can be like he can be like a Busquets, but he cannot be a Busquets in a 3-1-6 system. The Busquets might only work in a certain system where he has people coming up to him to collect the ball.
For sure.
In 3-1-6, he would be.
It's a puzzle that's going to be put together over the course of the next 2-3 years. So I'm okay with that. He probably knows his best position where he likes, and he'll probably say a 10. Playing at 8 in academy level is different to playing at 8 in Premier League level, because the reason why I actually was saying he's at 8 is because all the games I've watched of Mino in real life were in academy before his first team, and he played 8 there. 8-6, 8-6, 8-6. So I was like, oh, okay. That must be his natural position. And he did really well there. And he got promoted to the first team from there. Because that's all he did. He played 8. Was it Hansen? And then Dan would change.
Dan would be the 10.
Dan would then be the 10. And then Isaac would help him be the 8. And then he would go in the 6. So, sorry, Omo, you're on mute.
Yeah, you're on. Sorry, I don't know.
No, I was saying that they're the perfect trio, but they were constantly rotating.
Sorry, what did you say?
Hansen in the youth team was Hansen, Dan Gall, and Mino. They were just rotating. So it didn't matter who the 6 was. It didn't matter who the 6 was, who the 10 was. They were rotating over and over.
Yeah. Football Power Hour asks, what are Mino's weaknesses? Most definitely being able to keep up with certain players' pace when he's running back.
Tracking the runner, bro.
God, he gets cooked, and it's okay. I'm sorry.
His tackling is not there. His long range passing is not.
If he has like an extra yard of pace, like he can manage. But anything more than that, like he's getting cooked.
He doesn't have the long range passing to play the 6.
You don't. Cass does.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of being young and naive at the same time. You can gain these things in football.
Like he should. There's a thing. Like I want. Like it's okay if I'm playing 6, but it's too young for him to be doing that right now. He should be more in an advancing role right now.
First team player long range passing. If you don't
But then again, the thing is, Faz, you never know, because when people were talking about Agade just 3 weeks ago, or even 2 weeks ago, they were saying he's just the breaker of an ice. He doesn't know even how to pass. And long behold, in the last game, I saw a few good passes, just not passing on the left or the right or the back, but progressive passes in the front. So you just never know. Someone like his age, Kobe Mino, can learn. He is going to learn a lot of things. As they say, you're gonna learn
Absolutely,
today. He is going to learn a lot of things. He also needs to learn how to be nasty in the league. He needs to learn that too. Because he is one guy, if he gets pushed, he's like, okay, you know what? I'll keep going. Like he just uses his body in the right way, but bro, you have to fall down. Let the man take a card. Be the nasty guy. He doesn't because he's too young. He doesn't do that.
I mean, yeah, the amount of times he got shoulder barged during the game, like
even in the last in the Liverpool game, when the third goal happens when the ball was taken off him.
Right.
And if you just look at that, why the ball was taken, because he was protecting
the lone
ball
man
with his body. You don't have to use your body, bro. Just use the brain. Move the ball away so that he doesn't actually go ahead and touch the ball and you get fouled. And that's a clear foul. Now that's something Casemiro can teach him. But right now, Casemiro is trying to learn how to gain pace himself.
Casemiro shouldn't worry about that.
He shouldn't, but then always, the system is not going to be... But the system is not going to be in your favor always.
Oh yeah,
when you go to it's not that, but when you go to work, right? When you go to work, you are hit with certain KPIs and expectations of what you're supposed to do. You have to build yourself upon it. You can't just sit there with your legs up like a fairy and say, "Oh no, I can't do that." Bro, they're gonna fire you.
Facts.
It's true, but that's what I said.
If you want to be a for example,
he can and can't do like that right there, getting space. He cannot do that. That goes with age.
But then again, you have to be positionally aware of yourself. Like you can't be a bodyguard and just be a light guy. Like anyone can just carry you, because a gun won't help you either. You won't even have the confidence to use it.
Yeah, this whole time being playing, like if Casemiro played yesterday the way we played, which would just sit back, he would have played well. He would have played well yesterday. Then the others grab pressing.
I just think that Casemiro is now going to be in the role that he was in yesterday, which is going to be the team, either Kobe Mino or Ugarte plays 60 minutes, and then the rest 30, you have Casemiro to see it out, just how he came in yesterday.
I think that's only circumstantial, though. It depends on what teams you're playing. I think if you're playing a better team, you want Casemiro to start.
Not really. I would want Ugarte to start because I want Casemiro's finesse in
the
last
two of them as a pair, right?
Nah, like I would play Ugarte and Kobe Mino. Because Ugarte can give the legs and Kobe Mino can bring in the control. I would rest Bruno. In fact, I would play Eriksen as a 10. I have no idea why for the last.
I'd rather see that. I'd rather see the three of them as a midfield.
For the last 3 years, we've never seen Eriksen as a 10. I think there was just one game where he played as a 10.
Yeah, it was the
game before. Yeah, the second game of the week, we lost 4-0, and the manager just not gonna do this anymore. It's just the certain quality of Mino which you have is, and he's able to slow down the tempo and control the tempo. He can do that better from the 8 because you have player like Iniesta, like Xavi. They control the tempo from the opponent half. They don't have that long range passing. That whole Barcelona, they have the long range passing. Even in this Real Madrid, they don't have nobody with that long range passing. That's how they have Madrid playing the La Pausa role. Even Jude Bellingham cannot do that. The only person that could do that probably in the league, in the Premier League, I do not know. Probably Odegaard is probably the only one that could do that right now, which is like control the tempo. Like sometimes you go fast, sometimes you go slow. Even KDB used to do that probably for the past 3 years, and Mino has that quality. Like you could see, like sometimes he get the ball, somebody try to tackle him, or somebody getting close to him, and all of a sudden he just glide past him. He don't have that speed; he just glide past him. That gliding past them is the most important trait that number 8 could have. Something that Pogba had, but Pogba also had passing. That's what makes Pogba great. And you just put him in that number 8 role, like go up and do whatever he wants to do. You will see a better Kobe Mino than him playing either number 10 or him playing this number 6 role. So he'll be better up front. Just to link up 1-2, put him on Ahmad's side 1-2 with Xerxes, like that's it. And Rashford just to score goal. Because again, when Rashford played against Southampton, he was not a touchline winger. He was playing more like an inside forward, which he should have been doing. Like that's what got him the 30 GA in the first place. Inside winger, not this touchline nonsense.
Also, I just want to clarify one thing, Faz. When we talk about the most chances created, because I know you guys were talking about that the other day as well, and you had a question about are corners included in it. No, they are not. Because right now, as of right now, where we stand in 5 games into the season, the 2 most chance created people in our team are actually Amad Diallo and Alejandro Garnacho. Both of them don't take corners. The only time I saw Amad Diallo take a corner was last game. He took the one on the right side of the pitch. That is it.
Okay.
And then you have, and the third you have Bruno. And the third you have
Solid
Bruno. The fourth you have Eriksen. And then the fifth you have Rashford.
He should be taking the corners anyways, Ahmad.
I would rather have him not take the corners and like someone like Eriksen, or if Luke Shaw is
well, Eriksen isn't going to play every week, so that's
but
and Luke Shaw's
I would
not
want.
here.
I know, but I would want someone else because I feel like Amad Diallo on the edge of the box, even in a corner, is
but as it stands now.
Yeah, I know as it stands now, but like his shot from there, apart from like Bruno, I would trust him from there.
Sure.
I don't even know if I'd want Luke Shaw to come back into this team and try to take set pieces because like the amount of time he's spent off the ball is just crazy. Like
as it stands, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with Ahmad taking the corner, and you know, I hope.
Yeah, but he's not taken enough. Like he's just taken one. So I don't know. I hope, you know, we can use it as that. Like I only saw one that he took. I don't know if he's taken more than that.
It don't even have to be corners. Like we can mix it up like we did before. Do you know what I'm saying? Get Eriksen to Bruno to the box and make it work that way. Not everything has to be direct in the box. You know, sometimes mix it up as well. So yeah, I'm okay with that. That was a very well worked set piece, and it gave us the first goal, which helped us in essence win the game really. Because that
was the Dalot assist a Travella? Was I seeing a Travella? Was that an outside pass?
What do you mean assist?
Bruno.
Oh, from Bruno? I don't know. It might have been a simple pass.
It's a simple pass. I don't think it was a Travella.
It was a cross.
No, it wasn't a Travella.
Okay. I'll have to check that one out. But big up Kenny TV. Kenny Fan TV is a regular at Football Power Hour.
No, it wasn't a Travella. There we go. I'm actually looking back at the goal now. Nope, it wasn't a Travella. So he had his on his left foot. He had it on his left foot. Then he took the ball and faced on the throwing side, and then he just went on the outside boot. So it's an in swinger, not an out swinger.
Well, it was a good pass though.
Very good.
I was happy. I was happy for Dalot, bro, because I know this. Like, I know our fan base. Our fan base would have forget he needed that. Our fan base would have.
They would have cooked him, bro.
Oh yeah,
like they would have.
Hair dryer would have went crazy, bro.
They would have brought in all the clips from last season as well, all the pens and everything.
Just one simple thing, like Wan-Bissaka didn't do that. It's like
Wan-Bissaka did that last season. He did that.
This season. He didn't give no penalty this season. Last season don't count. It's a fresh start now.
Yeah, but last season Bissaka isn't here.
I would have been fighting tooth and nail every son of a gun, man, if they were doing that. Trust me. I'm not letting that slide that easy.
Oh yeah, bro, your mentions would have went crazy.
The manager did change him. Like after that, I think after the second goal, when we were about to take Mazraoui off, he shifted both of them. He asked them to change because he knew that Mazraoui is going to come off.
Which in essence helps.
Dalot looked good in that span of time.
Yeah.
But the goal, oh wow, the third goal was actually a beautiful set goal.
Yeah, it was very well cooked. It was very well cooked.
Like even Casemiro, like Bruno posted a story today about Casemiro's assist as well. Like he's like, what a pass.
It was
very
good.
It's crazy because people say he can't play the line breaking passes, and then he does it.
Because
Pass has a lot.
Because of where he does it. That's why I say from back then he doesn't do as it takes. He's more of a, like once we're in possession, he comes box to box.
Listen, the number one thing that worked well against Southampton is actually the fact that, and I'm sorry, but we didn't press like headless chickens. That is the number one thing that worked well, because even if they scored a penalty, I promise you would have scored another goal.
But there was no point of doing that game, because did you look at how Southampton was actually shaped up in the first half?
Yeah,
they were sitting together. There was no space. So how would you press when there's no space?
No, but we've done that anyways.
We've done it. This is the press game we haven't pressed this whole year.
No, I know this is the first. I know what you're talking about. But I'm also trying to tell you something, that if Højlund was there, Højlund normally runs in a certain way that you would feel like, yes, we're pressing. Because Bruno had to be there for Kobe Mainu, if I said that before as well, on the right side it was Kobe, Amad Diallo and Mazraoui. Available opens positions for Kobe's pass, because they knew Kobe's going to be targeted by everyone on the pitch right now, because he's going to be the one collecting the ball. So they did change the system in a way where they did not want to press at all, because they knew that the pressing won't help. As Omo said, in the last 3 games that he watched of Southampton, all they did was they sat back. So the manager obviously saw those clips as well. He saw the same tapes, he saw the same game that Omo saw, and he saw the same similarity. They just sit back. There was literally no space.
If we have pressed them, we would have lost that game. From minute one, there was 0 press there. That's what made it so great.
It made it really helpful, yeah. Definitely made it really helpful, that not having that crazy press and just not trying to win the ball all the time. Like let them come at us a little bit, and they will make
because our weakness is us getting the ball from opponents,
and we did that without.
And also our weakness is us playing with the ball.
I don't see you guys talking about this enough. I don't see you guys talking about this enough, but you need to talk about this enough, because the biggest difference I see from last season to this season is not even the pressing. It is that we are not a left-sided heavy team anymore. Not every move is going through the left. Not every pass is going through the left. No, we are not. No, we're not. Everything goes to the right. It's very well balanced.
Ronald is making a fair point that, you know, actually thinking of the games when Ahmad is starting, we are going down the right a lot more. So
we are, definitely.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Definitely, I'm seeing that. Definitely seeing that. Definitely seeing them mix it up, not just going down one side a lot. Yeah, because last season we were just shanking the ball on the left side, hoping for the best. Really,
bro. Even whenever Onana was shooting last season, he was his passes were just going on the left side.
He was passing to Rashford like he's gonna win the ball. Like what the hell?
Every time, yeah.
Yeah, but I've seen Edison do that with Haaland. That makes sense because it's Edison and Haaland.
I think that the difference is De Ligt. I think the difference is Mazraoui, because the keeper now feels a bit more comfortable passing to them and starting the ball out the right side. You know, and also on the left side you've got Dalot and Martinez.
To be fair, it's all 4 of them, because all 4 of them are the manager's choice. You just can't go wrong. Like, if now Onana doesn't have give this defense to De Gea, watch him cook.
I mean, De Gea has cooked with worst defenders, and he's won the Golden Glove.
Exactly. De Gea cooked with Smalling, bro.
De Gea was cooking with Smalling and Evans for the longest. So, imagine working out with Eric Bailly. You yourself as a goalkeeper don't know his next move. If it's a spinneroonie, or he'll go with a tackle with both feet, and then you had someone like Marcus Rojo right beside him. I'm still surprised the man never got a red card. That is beyond me.
It's just fun that there's a whole myth that De Gea cannot play out from the back. I'm like, football is fun.
I mean, he's still not doing it, but it's just that he needed confidence in the players in front of him.
He just like he stopped doing it.
But bro, my only point is with De Gea, I just had a sense of security that no one is going to dare take a long shot because they know it ain't going in. Now give the ball to Faz. Faz will take a shot from 60 yards out. He will be like, nah, it's gonna go in, no problem. Let me try. How many times have you seen it? Bro, Souček was the one who was taking shots against us from long range. Did he ever do that against De Gea? Have you ever seen that?
No.
So it's given the confidence to these, and obviously if someone's taking a long shot, then your defense line is actually broken because you can't do much apart from try and jump and head the ball.
It's how the game have changed. Whereas
it hasn't changed that ways in the last one season, bro. Like
no. I'm saying how the way the game have changed because people are playing with the ball playing goalkeeper. So
and I'm not saying like De Gea did not make mistakes. Yes, he made mistakes, like crazy goals as well. Like the one that went through, I think, between his feet in the last season when he played for us. I think that. Do you remember which one was that, Paz or Omo?
Which one?
I'm not. The one that went through his legs into the goal on his near post last season, like his last season at the club.
I think Champions League, Sevilla.
Yeah, Champions League. Yeah. So he had a few crazy ones as well, but the long range ones, no one could try it because they knew he would at least catch it or would be on.
Because he stopped being a ball playing goalkeeper, and the thing is that the game have changed, as in because everybody's playing ball with a ball playing goalkeeper. Goalkeepers pretty much just leaving their box and just coming out.
Yeah, I hear it.
Because before the ball playing, he left his box and they conceded that goal. It's like the game just changed in a way.
There was a time where the keeper wouldn't come outside the 6, and now they're in the 18.
Onana's been through that as well. I remember.
And now goalkeepers are coming out the 6.
Yep.
But listen, let me wrap up the stream. I've been live for 3 hours, so big up to you guys.
Big up.
It's been a very good
big up,
show.
my brother.
Just look at my photograph. You would like it. Big up to you, by the way.
Just what?
Just look at the profile pic. You would like the profile picture.
Yeah, I saw your profile picture already, mate.
It's just for you.
I've been seeing your profile picture already, mate. Don't worry, son. Yeah, I've been watching it, mate. Not to worry, mate. I'm hoping that hopefully that profile picture stays like that all throughout the season, and you can continually have this banter with me. So I hope so. Barnsley on Tuesday. So there's a good few things that I need to tell you. So number one, right? Actually, and the chat, I want you to get involved with this. So I want to start a few segments on match day. Segment number one. So you guys remember, for my early viewers and early supporters and early family members, you will remember I used to do player entrances, but
yes.
I'm going to live stream it now.
Okay.
So you will get live reaction and the live line squad on my YouTube.
Nice.
That would be amazing. At least people would not be able to claim it on Twitter like they were trying to at one point. I remember them.
So
people used to repost Baz's video.
And they used to repost it as their own, as if they were there. And then we had to go in and comment and like, that's stolen content. Excuse me, sir.
Newspapers, bro. Newspapers were doing that.
Yeah.
And now you get Twitter accounts doing it like, yeah, I'm here. Ooh. Big up to them, man. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing player entrances, and then I'll be live all the way until I go into the stadium. So it'll be like a 3-hour live before the game.
Okay.
So player entrances all the way to the build up, everything like that. And then do you guys want player exit as well?
Now that's techie. You can't always get that because some of them actually leave ahead of time.
No, I can't get that.
Oh, I mean, it depends if it doesn't get techie for you.
It doesn't. If you want, yeah, we can do player exits as well. And I might get Dalot.
Let's start with player, coming into the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't know about exits. Do the exits after game week 15 because you might be so pissed at them you might start punching them. So just do it after game week 15.
I think if it goes that bad, I don't think they're gonna do any signings, anything. But I'm gonna do player entrances for sure. I'm gonna try and get Dalot to give you guys a message. Maybe every week I'll get Dalot to say one of the members' names because he's done that for me before. He's done private messages for me before, so I might do that actually.
Yeah, I ask him to get me a signed kit from Ronaldo. He's manned them with Ronaldo. So.
You're not asking for much, are you?
No, not too much.
Not too much, innit?
just enough for being here for 4 years.
Big up Faz, man.
Big up Faz. People don't know the mileage has been going on for time.
Oh yeah,
so much mileage. Time that other clubs are now using the word nyom. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they don't know. They think Faz is doing these FIFA streams for the first time. Bro, he's done and dusted all seasons.
Bro. Yeah, so I'll be doing that. Player exits as well. So all of the live is better because you're gonna get the pure, uncut stuff from Old Trafford live and direct. You're gonna be there, you're gonna see how it feels to come out of a stadium, get into a stadium, all of this stuff. So that's what I want to give you, first-hand experience, full-on first-hand experience. Do you get what I mean? So enough of pre-recorded or record and upload. It's not the same as being live. It's just not the same. So yeah, that's what I want. And not just me talking in front of a camera with a tripod. That's still not the same. It's you have to see from my angle what I'm seeing, where I'm going, who I'm seeing, who I'm coming across. There will be problems. There will be rivals beefing you. Just there'll be messed up shit.
The chance
there might be me 1 hour in Nando's, bro. I don't know. Fucking, I might be bored because I go to the game 4 or 5 hours early and I have nothing to do for a few hours. So there's lots of things. So yeah.
Get a Perry Tamer, bro.
That's it. Football Power says I used to show them on my channel, but I'd credit for thank you. So yeah, that's the plan really, and not only that, there will be away games as well. So I will be traveling to some of the European games. Why so early, says TV Thrill? Well, ask Eric Ten Hag because that's his orders, and I have to follow the orders just as much as the players do.
So Faz could follow orders and be on time, but Sancho couldn't. Okay.
It's how much you want to do, isn't it?
Oh, really? Is it? And Faz, you know what's crazy, bro? I just remembered something. Woodward, you were there actually at that time. I don't know if Omo was there, but Woodward, one of the FIFA streams you remember from early days, I think just last year, Faz decided to revamp the United team, and he sold a player. Automatically, it got sold. And it actually was. Go back to one of your clips. I couldn't find the clip, but I'm sure it is there though. But one of the players got sold was actually Sancho. And he actually was sold to Chelsea, even in the game 1 year ago.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
And you were like, why did this guy go to Chelsea? Bro, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's the game new.
Oh my God, you have to do a bit of digging for that. You're gonna have to do a bit of digging for that, but that is true. That is so true. I remember, yeah. Ronald's memory is silly. How you remember that as well. That is silly. How you remember that. Yeah.
Because the moment the news broke, I was like, bro, I've seen this script before. Well, where I had to jog it for 2-3 days, and then it clicked. I was like, yeah, it was Faz's stream. One of the videos he did, FIFA stream. Man went to that place. I was like, real life as hell. No way.
That's crazy.
But we'll find the clip. Woodward, you'll have to help me over here, though. We'll have to find this clip, bro. It's just
Woodward,
the transfer window.
Woodward will find anything, bro. This guy, you and Woodward, if there's anyone to find anything, you guys will find it. You guys will find it.
100%.
The other thing, actually, I wanted to start a new show. Okay. I wanted to know what you guys think, and it will be Run with Faz, and it'll be I'll be on a treadmill. So you guys see a lot of pictures of me running.
Mm-hmm.
You don't actually physically see me run. So I wanted to get a treadmill in my studio and actually show you guys me running, and then people can donate and make me do challenges on the treadmill. I'm confident enough in my ability on the treadmill.
Just remember, you have to set some boundaries, because people are gonna go mad if you allow them to give you challenges. Even if it's on Super Chat, they'll go mad. You know that.
Well, and I'm madder, so let's see what they can hit me with.
Hey man, we'll just keep it light. We'll start with 3K.
Yeah, like you don't want to be eating no cake, while you're running, because people are gonna come up with such things. That's the boundaries I'm talking about. Yeah.
But the whole point is to basically train with Faz, run with Faz. So that's the whole point. Obviously,
yeah, you can even rant on that after the game when you come back home. Rant with Faz on treadmill.
Yeah, that's a very good idea as well. Yeah, but that's another one. I need to find a treadmill and put it in there. I'm at the moment reconstructing my whole studio room, so it's taking a bit of time, but we will get there in the end. But listen,
what about the Faz football footage?
As it stands, I don't have a club in it. I told you. I don't think you saw that bit of the stream because it was early on, but I got kicked out of my club for attitude issues.
Just like Sancho.
So I have to wait. The owner of the club rang me today, and they want me back because they feel like it's unfair that the coaches kicked me out, and there's been some lack of management from the coaches that they have agreed on, and there's also been mistakes made by me. And I have apologized to the coaches already, and waiting for them. The owner said he'll get me back in the club.
Just give it 6 months, Faz. You will have Chelsea knocking on your door.
I did have a big club actually want me to come train with them, and where I messed up is I told my current coach that I'm injured, but I went to train with the other team, and they found out.
You know how techie it can get. You still did it, huh?
Yeah.
Out of everyone, you have told us how techie it gets. People don't know. There are conversation that happens just for members, and they only are privy to just members. But you've told us things how it gets techie, and you still did it, huh?
Techie, G. It gets techie, G. Jadon Fazinho, here we go to Chelsea. Watching Tenduka can play ball, I respect it. You guys are funny. I used to train with some coaches from Bolton Wanderers when I was young.
You know what you can also do, Faz? You can do an interview in the inside life of one of the nephews.
Oh, I don't think the club will allow it.
Not like including the club part, but just them explaining how it feels and what it takes, because people don't really understand. Because obviously, including myself, we always criticize, like we say things like, "Oh, Hannibal would not make it," or some other youth team player's name, but we don't really appreciate or understand the efforts it takes for them.
One of my nephews actually, and he went to trial for Burnley, Man City, Liverpool, Man United. He's only 15 years old now. And I was telling him that, look, he idolizes being in an academy. Like, he's like, oh my God, I wish I was in Man City Academy. Blah, blah, blah. And another one of my nephew, he currently plays in Germany. And he's a former Manchester City graduate. He came out the academy of Manchester City, sorry. Big player, but now he plays in Germany. And we both said to this other kid, he said, being in academy in any big Premier League club or a big club, it doesn't mean fuck all. I promise you, It doesn't mean fuck all. You could be an academy player, but you are rotting away because you are not playing men's first team football. There is no amount of academy football that can prepare you for men's first team football. It is as plain as simple as that. That's one. Number two, there are more players that get released from academies that don't make it to the Premier League than players who never played in a big academy but ended up somehow in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Players work up the ranks, they go to different clubs, they move clubs,
Definitely.
blah blah blah. So being in academy don't mean anything. There are so many players that get released and their football career is just gone. They think because they're in Burnley Academy, Blackburn, Bolton, Chelsea, Arsenal, Palace, they think because they're in these academies that they're guaranteed a professional contract at some point in their life. Like one of my closest friends, he played in Burnley for 7-8 years of his life. 7-8 years. Burnley gave him a scholar contract. Then they gave him a second year scholar, and normally you don't get a second year scholar because after your first year scholar you get a professional. But they gave him a second year scholar, and then after that they brought in another player in his position in the first team. And he's like, bro, I was the second choice striker for the team as a scholar. I was hoping to break through into the first team eventually. You've now gone and bought another striker, and now I'm become the third choice striker. And then things happened. He went from Burnley to Man United, and then after that, his career just kapoof. He's never played Premier League.
But that's where they need people like you, Faz, who can actually tell them about the mentality aspect of things. Because there's no one better than you that I would know amongst, the nephews who could tell them how they should be. Because you have seen the professional side of things, where and how it fails, i.e. the players play at the top level. And you've even seen it yourself. You've gone through the whole process, so you know it. Plus, it is just like, for them to kind of be around you.
It's very hard, man.
It's hard, but you have to.
My best friend just played football the other day, and against a very big team. And bro, he's playing with bare niggles. Not enough for him to not play, but just niggles. And in my opinion, he had probably a 6 out of 10 performance. And he's like, yeah, I played with niggles. And then after the game, he was like, my shin is hurting really bad, like really, really bad. And I got a shin pain and I got an impact pain like early in the first half. And he had to play like majority of the game with that pain. So his decision making's already off. His running is off. He's in pain. He's shanked. And no mentality can fucking outpower your pain, bro, when you're in pain. It is hard.
Definitely.
Bro, you are aching. Your legs are hurting, throbbing as you're running. What the fuck are you gonna do? It's nothing. No, and it happens. But then some days
they need to make a new job for you, Faz. That's going to be called a mentality guidance coach.
Yeah, you know what? Many people say that of my friends. Many friends of mine say that.
Take it seriously.
You just have to like, some days you are able to bite your teeth and get through things, and some days, I'm sorry, you can't. It just happens. And that's why you get players sometimes that they cry on the pitch because it's so overwhelming, like Ronaldo cried in the Euros, then he cried when he missed a penalty. This happens. That's why you got Sancho smiling at Chelsea and Bruno commenting, keep smiling. There's reasons why. Lots of reasons why a player doesn't perform.
I don't know why people think it's a problem though of Bruno commenting, because Bruno's one person who, as a captain, he's commenting on everyone's social media. He even went to Garnacho's social media and said, "You're stupid." Bro,
one thing first, yeah.
Now, Faz, do you know this? So Garnacho posted the photograph of him sitting and celebrating like Ronaldo, right, in the last game as well. And just a few days ago, De Maria told him not to celebrate like Ronaldo. And he posted that photograph, and Bruno commented on it saying, "You stupid."
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Bro, Bruno is just that guy. He's like you, just like you said earlier in the stream. He's like an elder brother to all of them.
Yes.
Or most of them.
And I'm Bruno's biggest criticizer, probably.
Yeah. Which is fair because he frustrates you, but I like that kind of football. Hence, I resonate with it because I like that good Hollywood pass, good move, the one that gets you on the edge of your seat. There's a dopamine hit because every goal or assist that comes through from Bruno is a dopamine hit, as I see it. For you, it's frustrating.
These are one thing we always every day we forget, every day, because we're fans, we forget that these are human beings that are playing these sports, and this is an impact contact sport that is very, very painful. That's there is a specific reason why. So I was telling someone that I know, if you're not talking, just mute your mic because there might be background noise. Someone's doing something or whatever. It's all right. I was telling one of my friends, not friends, but someone I know, that I lost 16 kilograms in 5 weeks. Woodward is probably the best example, because if there's anyone who kept a track of my running, it's Woodward. He would comment on every single post that I make on my stories in Instagram, doing my mileage. I lost 16 kgs. For the people who don't know, 16 kg in stone, that is 2.5 stones,
right?
2.5 stones in 5 weeks. And for the people that want to know in pounds, that is 35 pounds in 5 weeks. And bro, I promise you, I faced death this close few times. And that is just me, an average civilian. And I looked at one of my, my best friend. He showed me his preseason plan. This is not even preseason. They get a dossier. Squeezy will probably back this up because he probably knows some people in football. I saw his plan and I wish I could share it with you, but I'm not allowed to. I took pictures of the plan as well for my own sake. The plan alone, it is so fucking hard. It is beyond belief. And they have to do this whilst they are on holiday with their kids, families, girlfriends, friends, whatever.
Has to be a young G. It can't be like a seasoned person, like not above 26, 27.
So one of my nephews sent me his as well.
What do you mean? I mean, I'm trying to say, so what I'm trying to say is like the way you're talking about preseason, because yes, every player goes through that for fitness basis, but the intensity of it, I think, changes depending upon the age.
Incorrect.
As you get older, it becomes tougher.
Incorrect. Same for everyone. It's positionally based. Fullbacks will have to do a specific. If you are professional in a club,
it's just Ronaldo doing everyone's.
You have to by the club different positions, different base level. Simple as, no questions. And I promise you, it is hard. If a professional athlete is being sick, then what the fuck am I? I have no freaking hope. But I did it, and I didn't do it at the same intensity, at the same speed. Of course I didn't, but I tried to stick to the discipline. It is very hard, man. I'm playing sometimes during games. My calf is squeezing me, and I can't run. Like when I'm running, right? I love to like do explosive runs. I'm I'm ice cold killer when it's in behind. If you put the ball in behind, I'm running like my life depends on it. And I can't because I've popped my calf 3 times in my life. If you know what popping your calf means, it's like someone took a bullet, gun, and shot you in your calf. It is a horrible, horrible sensation. And it's been in the back of my mind. It took me a lot.
It's like cramps on drugs.
Bro, it's like your calf has been torn apart.
Completely shredded.
I've done it 3 times in my life, and I've been so scared of the treadmill, so scared of running, so scared of being myself on the pitch. I had to speak to players, I had to speak to counseling to get my head right that there's a proper type of rehab and training where the point where I'm comfortable now. Even, I swear to God, I never lie to you guys, especially my members. Sometimes when I feel like a little niggle somewhere or whatever, bro, I get scared. So imagine that can reflect on your game.
Definitely.
That can reflect when you're playing. you're hesitant now to do certain actions that you used to be able to do, aka Ansu Fati.
Exactly.
The acid felt like I was dying every day. Yeah. So people coming in on Kobe Mino, you know, I understand, because I'm sorry, but with no disrespect, you're just not understanding. He's a human being. There might be something that's like a little niggle on his hip or his back, or he might have a little dead leg or something going on. He's just a bit off, man. It fucking happens. It's standard. Team got the win.
Exactly.
That's why I'm so relaxed. So relaxed, you know? It's normal, man. This stuff is normal. And that's why I want to do train with Faz and run with Faz.
Yes.
Because then you will see what these footballers are making me do, and I'm trying to keep up, and it's fucking hard, bro.
Don't worry, I'll come out there and be a coach.
It's very hard, bro. They're getting pushed to the max every single day of their life. They're playing with pain every single day of their life, and then they're getting flogged while on holiday. It is very hard, bro. Sometimes when I, even after a stream, when I've criticized players, I feel bad. I'm like, have I been too harsh on a player? You know, do I know the full story? Is there some things that I don't know that I'm being naive about? So we don't realize these things, man. We don't realize these things.
That's why everything's a collective force.
There will definitely be one time in my career that I will get all my friends, you know, after their careers are finished, and we will do shows where we will talk about all of these things, man, because this is something that's educating the fans, that's not spoken about. You speak about the glitz and glamour a lot more than the actual hardship of a player during a game, you know. I don't know.
The grafting, bro. The amount of hard work that you have to put in.
We criticize that Onana can't save low shots. Is there something wrong with his lats, his back, his bicep, his hand?
I want to know what's going on in training. Like you can't find a way to cover it. Like the other thing that interests me more, like training and tactics and coming up with solutions to cover up somebody's weakness. Like Onana can't save low shots. How can we cover that up so he doesn't have to face low shot?
Yeah, sometimes players don't even tell the manager, bro. They tell their colleagues, "Yo, cover me today, man. I got a AK, man. Don't pass me the ball when I'm in this position because I'm blowing already." Bro, this shit's normal. On the pitch, yeah, nobody's gonna save you but your colleague. Nobody's gonna save you but your colleague next to you, man. Kobe got no one to save him other than the guy next to him, and that's what it is. It's very lonely until you have someone come and save you, bro, and you're gonna need that. That's why when keepers make a save, center backs need to celebrate it. When fullbacks make a tackle, players need to celebrate it, you know. So because you're helping each other out here. So yeah, maybe that's a conversation for another day. But listen, let me end the stream. 3.5 hours we've gone. Big up to everyone.
Big up. End the stream.
Big up, bro.
Look,
yeah, man.
People mean the
it's the Omo and Woodward takeover at the end.
I don't know what happened there. Sorry.
You
yeah, I'm gonna redirect. I'm gonna redirect to Lee's channel, who's live. This guy is a marathon. He's cooking some people today. I don't know who he's cooking.
His team won.
His team won, but he's on a cooking spree, man. He's on a freaking cooking spree. I think he's been live for like 6-7 hours, bro. Make sure once you get there, put Faz Raid, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on Rance's show, 4 p.m. Faz and Rance. Thank you, Woodward. Thank you, Omo. Thank you, Ronald, for joining. Big up Kenny, Squeezy, Mo, everyone for joining as well. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Peace, love, and guidance, bro. Take it easy. Love. Make sure you put Faz Raid when you get to Lee's channel.